Hello, stream. We are going to jump in. Hello, Mom. Thank you for stopping in. I can't pay too much attention to chat because I'm going to be running the game. Um, so just bear with me, Mom, but we're telling a good story. We're telling a really good story if you can stick around. Okay, great. Hello, Seru. Hey, Payne. I saw you in here too. Congrats, Seru, on first. We're gonna go get our recap done. Make sure there aren't any questions or clarifications needed. We're not doing concerns today. They can deal. And we will just dive right in. Hello. All right. Let's see what these hooligans are talking about. There it is. All right. Hello, hooligans. I mean heroes.
Hello,
so,
leader hooligan.
Hooligan, hero. So last week, this is literally my note, my first note. Last week, y'all investigated the heck out of Ari's apartment. And you did. I mean, you guys really, you just corner to corner, every inch of that place was, even underneath the carpet, was checked. So well done. And I already rewarded y'all XP, but it was 750 XP for everybody. Some of you leveled. Congratulations. Please make sure that your character sheets reflect that if you haven't already. You let Dr. K know what was going on, kinda, and had him reach out to security to look at the video footage of the elevators as the college handles the security for that building, because it's sort of like dorms, but a little more grown up. So it is now the morning of January 11th, 2024, unless there was something someone wanted to do in the middle of the night on the 10th. Is anybody going to really miss January 10th? You want to drag it out another... No, everybody's good with being done with January 10th.
Holy shit, it's been like 5 sessions, hasn't it? 6
yeah.
sessions?
Yeah, it's been... You guys
Wait, this is the same day that we went and fought the demons.
Thank you, Seru.
Yes, it still is.
This morning.
You guys found... This is the same day you guys found the vampire victims, guys. I'm pretty sure. No. That's you're right. You're right. It was the day after. Yeah. But you guys have done a lot.
That would have been a little much.
You guys have done a lot in a couple days. So it's now
cram a lot into this Wednesday.
The morning of January 11th, 2024. You all just benefited from a long rest. Make sure your character sheets are updated with inventory as well, gaining items, using items, gold, whatever. I know there are a lot of exchanges done. Bonkin, if you're holding Kira's purse, make sure that you have it checked on. Is there anybody that has any...
Well, I got my own purse.
All right, perfect. Any questions or clarifications needed? We're not taking concerns today, Kat.
I don't have concerns. I do have things I want to do the second I wake up, though.
Okay.
Besides kicking Aegis out of my bed because, sorry, we're not there. I'm looking at the map.
Oh, no, that...
Okay, I think Aegis would have left Kira's room.
He's
just still scrolling on his phone.
Yeah, after, like, figuring out how to do the search and everything, he would have left.
Okay, perfect.
I think for Tempest, he would have spent some time practicing upstairs, and then at some point he would have probably tried to commune with his patron, at least in the nice warm bath, try to commune with his patron a little bit. Say, hey, we I think we helped some more people. Hopefully this is in the right direction that you're hoping for.
You will feel a connection to it. It'll feel actually stronger than the last time. And you feel that same kind of like tingling, warm water feeling that you get when you're casting. And she says, yes. He peed the bath. Well,
that's the best way to get her attention for sure.
Listen, you said yes really excitedly after that, so I'm gonna say.
What's the opposite of a DM inspiration?
Whatever you normally give to
yeah, whatever I give Kevin usually.
An inspiration.
Inspiration, there you go.
Disadvantage on your next roll, whatever it is.
Whatever it is, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, but you feel more connected or you suspect, honestly, that it's probably because you've been using the magic that she has imbued. It doesn't feel as difficult. She doesn't feel as far away. And she whispers, yes, to answer you.
Good. I guess as long as you can keep giving us these insights, we'll keep doing, what we Lucy. I just looked over and Lucy's just eating an entire ass pizza.
Again.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you can keep giving us these
Let me know if this comes
leads
through.
to help people, we'll do what we can. And thank you for all the powers you've been giving me. They've been instrumental in helping these people, I think.
Yes. Find the missing one.
Wait, there's another missing one?
Your friend. Family. The girl.
Friends, my girlfriend's family?
No. The girl. Apartment.
Oh yes, her. Yes. We're working on her. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Gail for a minute there. Almost totally forgot that we investigated her apartment like an hour ago. Yeah.
you feel it's almost like laughter. Like you can kind of feel laughter from her. And you get the kind of, honestly, the similar sense of what our peanut gallery was saying, like sweet, simple boy, but in a very endearing sort of feeling.
Hey, you chose me.
I say that to Xavier all the time. Yeah, so she does, she kind of, I don't want to say like hangs out with you, but you can sense her presence, especially while you're in the bathtub. It's always easier when you're surrounded by water to sort of feel her surrounding you. But even when you go to bed, just the presence feels stronger. Your connection to her feels a lot stronger.
Nice. And then he'll go to bed happy with that little connection.
Okay, excellent. All right. Is there anything anyone else wants to do before we kick off January 11th of 2024?
It depends.
You cut out. Nope. If you're messing with me right now,
we knew what you said
exactly
just then.
what you just said.
Loud and fucking clear.
We're gonna skip Kat's turn.
Maybe.
No, there you are.
Are we
There you
good?
go.
Okay. Actually, I know what the problem is. It's because I had my double noise cancellation up. Anyway, so I'd said it depends on whether the phone charges before I go to bed or not.
Oh, so it was, like I said, it was at the kind of forbidden dead when you first plugged it in, but you know what?
Also, I don't sleep, so it can technically happen after midnight, so we can jump to the next day.
Right. Yeah, so go ahead and just roll percentiles for me really quick, just to see where we're at when you first go in your room.
Let's make this very hard for you to do a 50-50 decision.
No, it's just got 50% charge now.
Oh, okay, cool. That works.
So it does turn, it's like not on when you walk in, but when you try to turn it on, it does turn on for you.
Okay, so because I've been picturing Kira have this like really bright, bubbly energy sometimes, those with good hearing, no one's room is close. That's smart. Never mind. So as she dives for the phone and onto her bed. She's going to start doing what she can.
Okay. All right. So, what is your intention? Like, what are you looking for in particular?
Let me look at my notes. Oh, step 1. Can I get into it?
Let's see. Roll an intelligence check for me. We are officially using the hacking table. Congratulations.
That was almost so bad.
Yeah, it
It
was.
teetered and then...
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so now roll percentiles for me. Is there no music playing? Okay. Oh, okay.
Really hope I needed a low chance on that one.
So it takes you a while.
So I
takes
needed
you
a high roll.
Yeah, it takes you a while to be able to get into it. You're trying all sorts of different. If you had her fingerprint, you could easily open the phone. However, it takes. There are only four numbers to the code, but there are a lot of numbers that you can try. So it takes you quite a bit of time to figure out what the code is. But eventually you do. It takes you about a solid 2 hours.
So at some point she comes out, grabs like 3 monsters, and just goes back into the room.
Okay. Oh, God.
Okay. We
Yes,
will
we did.
talk about collecting fingers later. So that's the first thing. Don't want to do a ton with this without the whole group there, just in case they have specific things they want to look at. So the first thing is just making sure that I can get into it, and I want to do a search on the phone for Rin. So contacts, messages, anything that might contain Rin.
Okay, so you find both a saved contact, and texts back and forth with Rin. It's saved just as Rin, R-I-N. Reading through them, there's a lot of like young, flirtatious chatter back and forth. And it's him asking her very respectfully, trying to ask her, like, can we go get coffee? Are you ready? Would you like to get lunch? He never asks her to dinner, but you could tell he's in the friend zone and wants to be out of it. And she's very polite when she turns him down. There's always an excuse, though. It's like, oh, I have to study, or I have this assignment due, or they're not believable excuses.
Okay. How far back do these messages go? And can I find any context for where they might have met? If it was a class thing, if there's anything like that.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have the notes for anything?
Yeah, so it goes back about a month. That's the first message, and it's from him. It's just a, hey, this is Rin. So you're pretty sure that, this was the first time that they had exchanged text messages at the very least. The only context that you can find around what they were doing that was the same, it did have to do with the college, and it was sparring. There are only two instances where where you can figure out that they probably did actually meet to spar at the college in the last month.
Okay. Anything else I do? I think I'll wait for the group.
Okay.
On it. But I will do a group text that just says, hey, when all of you are awake, I found something. We should probably talk about it.
You immediately receive a reply from Marcus within seconds that says, I'm already in the kitchen. Come down.
What time is this? Is this like 2 a.m. or something like that, or later?
Probably like 4.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
I've already been
Tempest
up for an
fell
hour and done
asleep.
my push-ups.
Yeah, Tempest is definitely sleeping still.
Okay. So then she's going to respond when everyone she figured out how to make it bold just for this is awake.
Anybody with good perception would just hear Marcus's door close about 15 seconds after that text.
Yeah, so Aegis,
that whole thing is probably what wakes him up, because he would have just been starting to wake up anyways.
Yeah, he wakes up pretty close to when Marcus usually does.
So Bonkin probably wakes up like an hour later. Normally. However, I think he's the type to have like his phone on like the side table, and he doesn't know how to turn on vibrate. So he gets like a cling and just wakes up in fright.
It was 3 messages. Psh.
3 in rapid fire. Ding ding ding.
Somebody's dying. Yeah, so you'll wake up to those messages, Bonkin, and you do remember how to unlock your phone, so you at least would have seen Kira's bolded message, the most recent one.
I imagine
So, like,
Tempest probably has his ringtone set to like some stupid long song, whatever, but he turns it off like halfway through and throws it across the room.
Needs his beauty sleep.
Oh no, my machine abuse sensors are tingling.
You'll probably get like an OK, not just O and K, the full word from Bonkin, and with like a dot. No, actually, he doesn't know grammar, just the OK, and then that'll be it.
Zachary sends me too.
Of course.
All right. So very groggy Zachary shows up a little bit later.
Apparently we're going to the kitchen at 4 in the morning.
Let's see. Aegis, what's your intelligence?
13.
No, I think that Kira would have just hammered that into your brain by now. Like, if it doesn't have a charge, it is useless. Stop leaving your phones to be bricks.
Gotcha.
It's bad for the battery, plus I'll stop lecturing you if you just agree.
All right, so sake of brevity, we'll say Tempest got his beauty rest, and it's like 7:38ish now.
Where the hell's my phone? Why are you texting at 4 in the morning?
Because I found something. Didn't you read the text?
No. I lost my phone sometime in the middle of the night.
Suspicious look.
Well, you've already missed first and second breakfast, so Master Aegis, I believe he just gets snacksies now, right?
Is there any
first
pocket
lunch?
bacon left at least? And coffee.
Of course, please, yeah.
There's always pocket bacon.
That's all I really need.
So,
So
Alright,
what'd you
so-
find?
I thought you didn't read the texts.
I found it eventually. Somebody threw it across the room.
Is it
Mm,
hurt?
Was it Larry the Lounger or Sir Barrelington?
It was probably Chandolph.
Oh, Chandolph. Speaking of
You know
which,
how he gets.
did we bring Sir Barrelington back?
No, I left him there.
Oh, that's...
I mean, I felt like it was fine stealing furniture from other people who were like, dead and trying to kill us. It felt wrong to steal a barrel from people who had like nothing and who weren't trying to kill us.
Yeah, but what are they going to store in that barrel that they can't just magically create? It's a water barrel, isn't it?
Fish?
Jeez,
Pickles? No.
pickles. Did it? Oh, I hope that wasn't a pickling barrel.
I had no idea what was actually in there. I didn't think to look.
Fair enough. Right, so Mistress Kira.
Yep, sorry, 1 second. I dragged my room name, part of my room name, into the kitchen.
You are your room name.
Okay, I'm back.
yeah, I could do that.
I'm having all the technical difficulties as Cat.
Yeah, if you can't, I can. Okay, I got it.
Okay. First and foremost, there are so many combinations of numbers. So many.
At least 10, right?
So many more than that. But I did manage to get into her phone. I didn't do a whole lot, but I did a quick search to see if I could find out anything about this Rin person. They started talking about a month ago. Looks like he was trying desperately to court her, and she was very not interested.
She is a nice son then.
It looks like they both attend the college, or at least use their facilities for sparring practice.
For what?
Sparring practice, and it looks like the last text exchange was, as I pull out the phone and look at that.
Oh, so yeah, it would have been the morning of her disappearance. And it was just him saying coffee and her saying, actually, yes.
And the last exchange was her agreeing to go on it on a date. It looks like the morning of her disappearance.
He actually there was a follow-up from him that says, be there at 7. Like, I'll be there at 7.
And then he showed up to her place.
Wait, he went to meet her there at her apartment to pick her up for coffee. They didn't.
The day that she disappeared. Yes.
You all should probably know that if this gentleman is the one who hurt my 4th removed great grandniece, I will have to execute him. That is something I will have to do. You understand that, right? You don't have to watch it, but you need to understand it.
I understand. Family's family. Doesn't matter how far removed.
I mean, let's make sure that he's the one who actually hurt her before we just start like murdering. That's all I'm saying.
Agreed, but
Oh, of course. Yes, no, I wouldn't just go in and assume it. We've got to make sure there is proof, confession. Just wanted to make sure you knew.
Yeah, I think that's understandable in this one. I think I'd actually do the same.
I'll just stay out of the way.
I'll check to see if I can tell. Candace, I sent you a quick message.
Sorry, I don't get the dang notifications when I'm streaming.
Oh, well. Sorry.
Right. No, you're good.
Could have just said it out loud, I guess.
Oh. Yes. Well, you would have been up all night on the phone looking through stuff, right? Or no,
Yep.
You said you're going to wait till you were with everyone?
Well, for the most part. I'm going to check now to see if I can see something obvious related to that.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so you start looking through the question everybody is, was there an app related to the camera or a browser link or anything? So you start browsing through the apps that are there. You are pretty sure that, as you had mentioned when you were in the apartment, you had seen commercials and ads and stuff for the ones that you can set up on your own, those kinds of security systems, and you're pretty sure that you find an app that goes along with that.
Okay, I'm going to click on the app.
Okay.
And Kira at this point's like leaning against the railing, just like tapping away, like half listening to them as she's searching.
Okay. It does ask you for a password. So if you want to try to hack it, you're more than welcome to.
First thing is there an autofill, and is there a password manager on this phone?
The only autofill is on there is for the name, like the username, not the password. And give me a quick intelligence check.
Thank you, Dice Gods.
Yeah, so you do manage to find the password manager on there. Unfortunately, it doesn't have it saved, and you feel this is probably purposeful.
Well, I guess I'm gonna try and hack the security app. Sounds so reasonable.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, go ahead and roll an intelligence check for me first.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on that one.
Okay. I know. There you go.
Okay.
You got a good one. It was not an inspiration. And then give me percentiles, please.
Mr. Tempest, would you like me to? I'm not Mr. Ages, but would you like me to make you something to eat besides bacon?
No worries. I can get myself a little something too. Might make myself toast up a Pop-Tart or two.
Put butter on it. Go ahead and roll another intelligence check.
All right. I don't know
As I get
what
all of you.
Pop-Tart is. I hope it doesn't explode.
Nice. Wow.
Okay, I have
Okay.
consistency.
I have cheating, consistency, same difference. Okay,
I'm
so
hacking. What do you
you're
want
you're
from me?
hacking roll 20.
It's
Yes.
working.
So you guys see Kira, if she's talking with you guys, then she kind of looks down at the phone, taps at something, looks really frustrated for a second, taps on something else, looks frustrated again, and then all of a sudden she's clearly in the zone. Like you guys, it's like you guys aren't even in the same room. She's tapping away, testing things out. Kira, as you are getting more and more familiar with technology in this time, it's sort of like using your tools back in your time, where it just is starting to come more naturally. As soon as you put your mind into what you are doing entirely, you really start to grasp it. And you start thinking back to when you're trying to figure out the code to get into the phone, and then you're like, oh man, I wonder if this was related to like a birthday or if this was related to a name, and you just tie them all together and you do figure out her password to get into the app for the camera. And congratulations on your very first big successful hack.
I'm so excited. She just, after she's tapping away, I don't know if another conversation wants to happen while I'm tapping at this.
Marcus would. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Whoever's gonna go. Okay. Yeah, Marcus will just say while she's fucking with that thing because he doesn't really understand what she's doing. So I believe the anticipation then is today we take whatever information Mistress Kira has uncovered for us, put that in our back pockets, and go to speak to another form of my ancestors, but very far removed and probably not of the same specific gene pool. The illithids. I didn't know if you wanted me to continue to use code or just say it out loud or where our safe zones are.
That's helpful. I was not following.
Okay.
To be fair, Marcus, here would be a safe zone.
Oh. Okay. Wonderful. Well, in that case, yes. The illithids. I'd like to go speak with them today and see if I can find that one. I still want to talk to the one who created the parasite that is in Aurelius. Aurelius, that was the name, right?
Ari?
Sure. I didn't want to use her pet name since some freak used it who possibly shot her, but yes. Anyways, so we'll go speak with the illithids. Or at least I'll speak with the illithids, but you need to all come with me because if the shit gets real, it will be bad.
Is that like that's a real concern, right? That they're gonna like try to eat our brains?
So, not necessarily. When I touched her blood yesterday, I was able to open a pathway to the network of whispers, which allows me to kind of hear the illithid pod that my family belongs to, but I think it tapped into theirs, and I couldn't understand what they were saying, but they sounded friendly, so it should be okay. However, before we leave, and this is going to be a permanently freestanding rule. If we're ever dealing with things that I need to speak with specifically telepathically, which more than likely will be this conversation, and this goes forever, if at any point I say out loud the phrase, the best I can do is 900, and I say this seriously, in all seriousness, because it's the only thing that would make you realize that I am who I actually am, it means it's time to fucking go. Either run and get me with you if I can make it, or if you can take me with you somehow, or we fight to the death. Because I'm being assaulted psionically. That's what that will mean.
I mean, like, will you even be able to do that if you're being assaulted telepathically?
I have specific defenses in place within my own psyche that allow me to temporarily break stasis or psychosis and manipulate the world around me, even if it's only a few words. But that would be the code word. If I should seem frozen, locked up, not me, or if I'm just having a friendly conversation and it comes out, it means things are not going well in the world of intellect.
Okay. Keep that in mind.
It's really good to know.
No pun intended.
That was a good one, Mr. Tempest.
Mistress Kira, did you figure that fucking thing out yet?
One moment. One moment. She says one moment again. This time it's in Elven. Got it. Still in Elven, but the intention is unmistakable. And then common. I'm in.
In where?
I got through her security.
Excellent. Pull up the most recent time she sent a message or the last couple of clips. Obviously, we want to see the last clip.
You are really not as impressed by this as you should be.
Oh, I thought this was your job. Should I be
Try
impressed by
breakthroughs.
you doing your job?
Yes.
So
Nobody
actually,
gives me
I don't
high-fives
think-
or handshakes when I one-shot demons back into the bowels of hell or carve up giant centipedes. Peds.
You guys
toads,
just make it
or-
look easy. I think that's the problem. Like all of you guys like make that stuff look easy. You're generally.
So I'm gonna make you bullet centipede armor. That is your congratulations on that.
Oh,
No, I thought I said
Wow.
good job. Oh, my bad. I guess I forgot to.
so do you want me to make you
No, the moment's
moleskin
passed.
boots to say
The
I'm
moment
not
passed.
missing?
No, that's fine.
Good job,
It's
Kira.
fine.
I got you a refrigerator, by the way. Did they deliver that? They were supposed to last
Yeah.
night.
Sorry, I did forget to mention that. I forgot to put that in my notes, but they did. You guys do have a refrigerator. It was brought in like to the interior room here and just plugged in to get cool because they didn't know where you all wanted it, and it was late.
It not in my rooms, but
Oh, it's going up to your room. Master Bonkin, before we leave, me and you need to hulk that thing up the stairs and get it into Kira's room. Then you can move all your fuck around and find out goo from this fridge down here so Master Aegis doesn't accidentally kill us.
I will gladly do that, but not all of it's goo. She
True.
yeah, some of it's ooze, some of it's slime, some of it's goo, and some of it's ichor.
We
They're
do
very
have
different.
Ica. Yes.
Sounds like a Dr. Seuss kind of beginning.
I
And
kind
maybe
of
if you're
wanna
lucky,
make
it's
it
just a
Arnie's
bottle of
children's
liquor.
book.
Take an inspiration if you don't have one, Tempest.
Okay, so in the security app, I'm gonna pull up the things, starting with the day of, and then going from there. If there is a like specific motion alert at the entrance or anything like that, I'm gonna start with that. I'm just common sense logicking it.
Yeah. So it's all motion sensors and it was pointing directly at like that entryway. You guys want me to show you that map, the apartment map? Or are you good with this?
This is fine.
Okay.
I have a
Okay.
copy of it saved, so
Okay,
I don't
perfect.
need it.
Great. So, pointing toward where you guys all came in at the front door, you do actually see a young Githyanki male walk in, and he is carrying. Hold on one second. I don't want to say the wrong thing, as I saw Kevin's eyes get really wide.
All you had to
I'm
say
gonna-
was Gith Yankee. I didn't even need the gender.
Yeah,
And I'm going
so
to warn you about a question because I'm going to go back and check if she ever gave him her address.
oh, in the texts?
Yes.
No, not via text.
Interesting. Okay.
So you do see him come around the corner. He is there almost right at 7. You know, it's like 7:02 that he actually walks in the door, and she lets him in. It's not like he lets himself in or anything. And he's holding a bag that says "That Bagel Place," and he has 2 coffees. And she welcomes him. They sit down at the couch and the chairs with the little coffee table. It seems like they're having a good conversation over coffee and sharing the bagels. And then he does leave a little while later. With sound on, you can hear she says, "Okay, well, I have to get to studying. Thank you so much for the energy boost. You know, I'll see you later."
Mm-hmm. Slide the little thing into like 2 times speed mode. Watch what happens until she gets shot.
Okay, so there's like several alerts. It doesn't
Okay.
run nonstop. But the alert, so there is at about 5 p.m. the night that she was shot, there is a smallish woman, appears to be, I always say this wrong. Eldrin?
You're not
Yeah, I
helping,
said it right.
Yeah.
Autumn Eldrin that walks in, comes around the corner. She has like kind of an air about her, like she's kind of goofy, she's very lively, and Ari is really kind of calm. She's just like a calm presence. Um, Maybe something bubbling under the surface, but they just kind of hang out. They watch TV for a little bit. As you fast forward, or as you, I guess I should say, as you're skipping through the notifications, the last one that's on there, because as you've noticed as you're going through them, they're all sparked by movement in that room. It is actually of Ari she's sitting in the chair. It's her getting shot in the sternum. Aegis was exactly right. The chair flipping backwards. She gets up. She tries to fight. There's a huge struggle, and they do leave out the window that you guys investigated. She gets
The-
grabbed. She's unconscious. She gets grabbed, and the girl jumps out the window with her.
The
Was
one
the
that appeared to be a
Eladrin?
friend.
The one that appeared to be a friend. Yep.
Is there a
Wait, hold
name?
on. By Rin or the Eladrin?
The
'Cause you talked-
Eladrin.
Okay.
Rin is gone. He left early that morning. This is
Uh,
at about 10 o'clock.
Guys?
quick question
Mm-hmm.
for DM. Melanie was just a normal elf, right?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
First it's the first the question of, was a name said at all during that?
Yes, Meg. At some point during the night, as they're watching TV, joking, whatever, her name absolutely would have been
Okay.
said.
I'm going to do a quick like pause when she's in the frame and do a screenshot of that. And then it's gonna be that, guys, you need to see this. It wasn't Ren.
Oh. Well, his lucky fucking day, isn't it?
He actually seemed pretty nice. It's this switches to Elven briefly just so she can say son of a bitch. Switches back to common. She doesn't know all the common curses.
He just comes and says asshole.
This asshole, Meg. And she's gonna set her she's gonna set the tablet on. No, she can she send the video to herself? Is that
Yeah,
possible?
you can download it. You can download it and forward it.
Okay, so
like,
she
through an
sends a
email.
video to herself, and then she sets her tablet down on the table, pulls it up, presses play.
Okay, and you guys will see that all unfold as well.
So I am watching specifically. I am watching Ari to see if there is any psionic power that she's manifesting in any way, shape, or form. I mean, even if I can't see the pink stuff, I'm just watching for the movements. You know, the shit that I would do.
So you are almost positive. Actually, before we do all of that, give me a investigation with advantage because you are familiar with this magic and how it works, or not magic, these powers and how they work. Ages.
I am going to go ahead and use my DM inspiration
Okay.
on that one. All right, I'll take a 24.
Okay, yeah. So you're almost positive that would have gone straight through her heart, but at the last second, it moved to the center of her chest and hit her in the sternum instead.
I paused the video right there, and I'm gonna zoom in really, really far, and I'm just gonna with my finger move the ticker back one and just watch it.
You can
and
see the faintest pink mist around it.
She's a fucking psychic. Look, you see that little blip right there? That bullet was aimed for her heart, and she moved it at the last second.
So Meg was trying to kill her, not
Oh,
kidnap her?
she was trying to kill her, all right. Look, right here, and then he zooms as close until it gets gross and pixelated. Oh, shit! Kira, fix it.
They're exactly 3 pixels. It does not help.
Back it out a little bit. I do not
there
have
we go.
the TV magic of enhance, tap, 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 enhance. I'll work on it.
Okay. He zooms kind of back out. He says, look, right there. It started piercing through her heart. There's this little frame here with this little pink wisp, and then in the next frame, it's about an inch to the left. To the right, excuse me. No, to
Why
the
left,
not?
you're right.
Why not just end her? And why did she kidnap her?
As you guys watch the video, she does not go down without a fight. Ari puts up one hell of a fight against Meg, and she is taller than Meg, not by much, but a little bit. So it looks like it ends up being where she knocks her the F out, and then looks around, and then grabs her around the neck and drags her out the window.
Is Ari using magic? Is there incantations
Yeah,
and verbal somatic
yeah.
components and shit?
Yep, and lots of fire. You would have seen lots of fire. It doesn't scorch her apartment, doesn't scorch her house anywhere, but she's using lots of fire magic.
That would have made a ton of noise.
Do I recognize any of those, like the somatic components that I could see at least of them?
Yeah, you would. I'd have to look at your list, but you definitely would. I mean, you know, there's one singular throughout the entire arcane language. You know, each type of magic has one singular word at least in each of the incants, and you recognize it.
And there was audio in the recording before. Was there still audio during the fight?
There was, yeah, but honestly, there wasn't much as outside of hearing her incantations. They were pretty quiet with the fight as a whole. Ari didn't scream out or scream for help or anything like that. She was really focused on incanting as much as possible to try to save herself. And eventually what it came down to is Meg just got a really she was bleeding heavily, and Meg got a really good punch to the spot where she was shot and knocked her out, knocked the wind out of her and knocked her out.
Saying this out loud, not just doing it, I'm going to send the picture of this Meg to Dr. K and see if he can ID her. I can also run a reverse image match online and see if I can find her social media. That's not going to mean anything to you. I'll see if I can find her before Dr. K gets back to us.
Send it to the Golden Commander as well and see if they have any pictures in their database. I want to know if this person is a vigilante or some sort of troublemaker in the city that they've had to deal with before.
I will... well, go ahead, Bonkin.
Maybe we should send it to Frozen Phoenix too. I mean, she works with underground people, no? As she said.
I don't know if I am quite at the point where I want to trust somebody who did attempt to kill us with my family's business. I think maybe if we get very desperate for information, that's definitely a yes, but I don't want to be taken advantage of in a moment of personal weakness. Not to say she would, but, I mean...
No, I get it.
And civilians.
Yeah. Sorry, I kind of blanked on that for a second. My bad.
No, it's okay. I take no offense. I just simply have to disagree with the situation.
Kira's just going to kind of nod, and she'll send the picture, the best screenshot that she can grab of Meg, to Dr. K and the Golden Commander, asking if they can help ID, giving that she's likely a student at the college, though not definitively. goes by Meg. And then after I send those separate texts, no sharing phone numbers, then I'm going to, quite frankly, do a reverse image search and see if I can find who she is myself.
Okay.
And none of us actually recognize her either,
No,
right? From
she does not look familiar to you guys.
Does she appear to be college age?
Yes, she's appears to be right around the same age as um, Ari, and actually most of the people that you talked to that had gone to the Thirst as well.
Weird question, but as far as the magic she's utilizing, does it appear that she is drawing from an arcane source, or does she have some sort of holy insignia that would lead us to believe she's divine?
It looked more like an arcane source, and it looked
Arcane.
like darker sort of magic.
Fucking wonderful. Okay, good.
Next question. Did we end up seeing any type of foci, maybe aside from a book?
You didn't. Well, give me an investigation check. We'll just see.
What you get when you give us a video.
I planned for it mostly. I planned as much as I can for you guys. 15 is really good. So as far as foci is concerned, you do see in her hand she has her phone, or what appears to be her phone, in her hand through the whole thing, and ends up putting that in her pocket. You're not entirely sure what that means, but she does not drop in and let go of it.
Before I start doing a reverse image search, does Ari have a contact named Meg?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I love that.
Can I... Is there any chance that I could roll a check to see if I would have figured that out before I sent the texts to the Golden Commander and Dr. K?
Give me percentiles. And then call low or high, and we'll see what happens.
We're gonna call high, because Kira has a higher intelligence than I do.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that you would have thought of it first.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna check the contacts first. I had my
that's smart,
dumb Artie
Lucy.
moment.
Okay, so as you're looking through the contacts, you do find Meg, and it's got like a profile picture, of her on there. It matches the picture that you're seeing on the video. There's kind of like she texts a lot less formally with Meg. You can tell that they're best friends, very close. And the last interaction between the two of them, it seems like a little more forced almost on Ari's side. Like she doesn't really seem excited, but it was Meg's idea for the movie night. So she was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. I guess I'll study tomorrow.
Okay. By any chance, is there a navigation app in this phone? Or an address linked to Meg's contact?
There's no address linked to her, and if you go into the navigation app, she doesn't have an address saved as Meg or anything like that.
Okay. Is there a last name associated with Meg?
Nope, she's just in there as Meg.
Is there a social media app?
Yep.
Okay.
It's primarily for pictures.
Interesting. Can I find Meg there?
Yeah, so as you're like looking through the feed, there's actually she really follows a lot of like local events and stuff like that, particularly pertaining to the college. She does have a fencing group that she follows that's through the college, and then Meg is on there. It's meg.c is her username. And there are pictures of the two of them together, like, selfies of them doing this or that, and going to like the local fair and going to the movies and that kind of thing. Instagram.
Okay. I refuse to look at the chat right now.
It's Flick Talk for sure.
Please God, no.
Then I will send a profile picture in the screenshot of Meg C to Dr. K, asking if he can identify this person. Best we can tell, Meg C looks like she was very close to Ari, and I'm very specifically not saying anything that would alarm. So I'm not taking a screenshot from her dragging Ari out of the window or anything. This is a very chill, hey, do you know Ari's best friend?
Okay. And you're sending that to Dr. K?
Yes.
Okay.
And
So
then we'll share the other things with the party. Just looks like I found her. Not, they were close. Looks like it was Meg's idea to hang out. Not that Ari particularly wanted to. I'm seeing if Dr. K knows more.
all right. So Dr. K does text you back almost immediately. And he says, "Yes, that's her best friend, Megalani Cooper. Is she missing too?"
No, not that I can tell. Just looks like they were close, and we wanted to chat with her. Is the texted response.
Okay. And you get one back that says, "I should have video footage soon from security."
Oh, that's great. Do you know where we could find Meg?
He texts back and says, "I don't know her home address or anything, but she takes classes at the college."
There's no way of getting her student record or anything with an address.
You see, like, he starts typing, stops typing, starts typing, stops typing, and he says, "I'll see what I can do."
Oh, thank you. Megalani Cooper. She reads the text interaction out loud. I didn't want to give him any cause for alarm, but she's takes classes at the college. Someone's got to know her. Ren might be able to get her more information, or if they were this close, we could probably ask some of Ari's fencing partners, because I'm assuming that's the sparring they were doing.
Do we is Rin? Can we get in contact with Rin through her phone? Maybe.
I probably could, yes, just like I could probably reach out to Meg directly, but I don't know if we want to use.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yep.
Not yet, at least, unless we want to like kind of gloat, like, "Oh, we're gonna find you, asshole." But
Gloating
I
seems
don't
like
think
a poor idea.
I don't think we need to contact her directly. Like I said, I need to speak with the illithid who created the parasite. If this woman kidnapped her, I should at least be able to find out where Ari is located. If we find Ari, there's a good fucking chance we're going to find. What did you say her name was? Megalodon?
Megalani Ho Cooper.
That's it.
Megalani Cooper.
Terrible name. So, yes.
Very close to megalomaniac, which is concerning.
That is concerning.
I don't know what that means.
I'm gonna call her Big Meg. See if that strikes a chord. No, but seriously, yes, if we can maybe prepare ourselves. I'm thinking time is of the essence. If she attempted to shoot her in the heart, so the longer she stays dead, if she is gone right now, the harder it's going to be to resurrect her.
Can your lifted friends, like, I don't know, like find my phone, but for parasites?
Yes, they should be able to. That's why I've been pushing to go actually speak with them, because if they can tell us where the illithid who created the parasite has a direct connection to it. If it is present here, it should know exactly where that is, and then from that point we go directly to the location and start kicking doors down. Right, Master Bonkin?
Right.
See, Bonkin agrees with me.
He's like,
All right, so I'm going to go put my trousers on, and yeah, that'll be great. He stands up.
Have you been in your underwear the whole time?
Well, yes, Mistress Kira sent a text message that said we had to be downstairs immediately for this information, and that was like 4.5 hours ago or so. I didn't have time to get changed.
There's text evidence that says that's very much not what I said.
Right, I need to go put my pants on.
It's alright, it's your home.
It is. Candace, I sent
Yeah.
you more things,
okay,
but
hold
this
on.
time in roll 20 because I was trying to make
Oh,
your life
oh.
easier. I don't know the best way to send you sneaky RD things.
The hard part is just since it doesn't alert me in Discord, and I'm so used to hearing the Discord sound, I just don't even. Okay, hold on.
On a side note, the second Marcus says he's in his underwear, Bonkin's gonna look at where Kira's looking.
Kira's staring at her phone. I promise.
Sure.
Tempest is
Where's the
looking to see
camera
if he has
pointed?
a scaly dick. He's curious.
He's in his underwear. He's not wearing the
Is
boy
it the-
shorts. Jesus,
I was gonna-
what's going
What?
out?
Yeah, which
He's in
underwear?
his underwear, not the stranger's underwear we found in the fucking sewer, okay?
Claim them as your own.
Oh, he still got them. What do you think he wraps up the fossil with?
Candace, can you give me an out from this conversation?
I'm sending you messages. Zachary's like, oh, we're here. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't work this time. Hold on a second.
He says it anyways and walks out of the room.
He's like, oh, we're here.
Yeah, the here is just in this conversation of, oh, we're here now. And then just leaves.
Oh boy.
All right.
So Marcus just goes upstairs and he's just gonna put his arm around.
Okay, yeah, and Zachary does, he does actually head out. He's gonna go get the car ready. It is still January, so.
Well, I guess I'll go get me things, too.
Bonkin.
I'll get your things, too.
Thank you.
Is your door locked? He'll say on, like, up the stairs.
Not the one that bag's in. Probably don't use the other door ever,
Why?
because
All
that's
candy
going to be my
wrappers.
lab.
Okay. I thought we were tearing the wall down anyway.
I mean, yes, eventually, but until then, we have the room that could go boom and the other room.
His eyes widen, finally understanding, and then he goes, right. And then he's just gonna go. He's gonna leave before he asks any more questions.
Thank you, Bonkin.
And
Okay,
then he's
so,
gonna go grab the bag and his stuff.
all right, so everybody's grabbing their stuff.
Also, for sake of brevity, I'll grab Bonkin and ask him to help me carry that fucking fridge up the stairs to get it plugged in.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah,
So,
no problem.
yeah, so Kira, you will have a fridge in your room for the fuck around and find out items. Seeing if I have anything that's a good one. Hold on.
Just draw a white box, easy.
And
It won't
label it
ma- it-
FAFO.
Exactly. It won't match Xavier's art, but I'm sure you can do great.
Hey, listen, that cat.
Top tier. I'm top tier. Shit belongs in a museum.
It was very nice. It was a very nice
It
cat.
was a really good cat.
I mean,
I don't know which one
eventually,
you want it in, but
it'll probably
Hold
be
on,
in
I
this
gotta
one
get smaller.
somewhere.
in here.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we can figure out specifics at
Yeah, later.
meh.
Okay. Okay, so Zachary's waiting for you guys downstairs with the car. And he says, okay, so where are we headed?
We need to go back to the hills? Cave network?
The mountains?
Ant hills, mountains.
He's gonna rattle off the coordinates again.
Okay, yeah, he nods in understanding, and once everybody's in the vehicle, he'll drive you guys there.
I forgot that I had longitude and latitude for that fucking place.
All right, so you guys are driven to. Hold on a second. I have to get your guys' newest models. 1 second.
The usual thing of right before we get out of the car, I'm going to cast on Min.
Got it. 1 second. All right, so
I'm just gonna take that spell slot now.
Yep, please do.
Oh, or it could just cast into the chat. Well, that's fine.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't and sometimes it doesn't. I don't get it. All right, so let me move you guys over here. Are you so Zachary will look at you guys. We'll look at Marcus, who I assume is riding in the front seat, and say, "Are we picking up your other friend, or?"
No, he's not coming with.
Got it. All
Wait,
right.
what other friend?
I think
Yo.
he's talking about the teacher.
Dr. K.
Oh, Dr. K again. No, we don't need to bring that guy into a hornet's nest.
Last thing I need is for him to get shot with mine bullets.
As we are on the way, has there been any texts
mind.
from? I hate this map. Have there been any texts on Ari's phone since she's been kidnapped?
No.
Not even from Rin.
So there was one from Rin that just said, "Have a good day." The next morning, but not receiving a response. There was no further pushing or pursuing.
Okay.
I feel so bad for Rin.
I'm going to, so you are aware, I'm going to make sure that Ari's phone stays charged, silent, and with me. But I am also going to make sure location services are turned off.
Okay.
Because no.
Noted. All right. So, let me change the music because this is not your humble abode. All right. So you guys, Zachary drives you up to basically like the farm area again. Were you guys gonna stop at the farm area?
That's where I would have Zachary park the car.
Okay, yeah. So he would park there. You do see them. They're both there, just going about their business. You know, if you want to stop in and talk to them, let me know. I just assumed you were going straight in.
I suppose we should probably let him know we're gonna be up
Yeah.
there fucking around.
I'll send you a Discord message. Bonkin is probably going to talk to the kid.
Okay. Yeah. And when you guys stop in and talk with her, she says, "Okay, well, if you guys need anything, just let us know. Let me know what's up there."
Yeah, you guys maybe just stay safe. Maybe just kind of hunker down for a little while.
Okay. She doesn't really seem. She hasn't seemed nervous to you guys through all of this. She's just kind of like a mean old biddy.
So as we begin to kind of like ascend up into the actual cavern areas, Marcus is going to kind of like peek in the car window, and he's just gonna meld minds with Zachary. He's not gonna say anything. He's just gonna stay in his head. I know how long I have, which is it's only a minute. So after the minute, I'll fade out. But I'm gonna, just in case anything happens in that first minute, we need to get the fuck out of there fast. I'm just gonna stay connected.
Okay. Yeah, so, when you guys walk in, I mean, it's damp and it's dreary. It looks like what you would expect. Oops. Sorry. It looks like what you would expect, crazy looking mountains to look like. You can hear almost like scampering to an extent. It sounds more like dogs than anything. Small ones. So you can hear it, and it is coming from like these little, like, looks like housing areas or kennels almost.
Did you say it's pitch black in here, or is it just dim?
It's dim.
I'll just activate the saber.
Okay.
So it's like 30-foot radius of bright light, and then another 30 feet of dim after that.
Yeah, you guys
I
can
don't give a
see.
fuck.
You can see very clearly in here. And Marcus, you know, as you're super hyper aware and definitely paying attention to, definitely paying attention to your surroundings, you can kind of feel a connection as you're walking through here to an entity within each one of these. It does not feel threatening at this time. It feels very neutral to you.
Okay. And it took us more than a minute to get up here?
To get up
I'm
here.
assuming, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
ish, yeah.
No problem. I don't care if it took us 10 hours. I just want to make sure I don't have a connection to my man in the back. So then I'll just kind of open my senses to the Whisper Network and just let it kind of wash over me. I'm just listening intently for any of the intellect capable beings, entities. And am I familiar with what these fucking things are?
Yeah, these are intellect devourers.
Yeah.
But it feels a little bit strange because even like as you're looking in there, it's there. You can see it's there, but it almost feels like it's transparent. It doesn't look like the typical intellect devourers that you would have seen in the past, literally in the past.
Okay. Is it actually see-through? Is it translucent, like ethereal looking?
Yeah, it's ethereal looking.
I'm going to attempt to press specifically into this one's mind.
The one you're standing in front of right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing really intelligent being thought or said. It's kind of just like,
Well, I'm going to question it.
okay.
I just want to know if I can actually, does it actually
Yeah.
work? Oh, okay. So when I'm in, I'm just going to ask it flat out, what is wrong with your form?
It says, here, but not here.
Well, clearly you're here, but not here. Why are you ethereal? Who did this?
The elder.
Why?
Safety.
What's threatening you?
Intruders.
Who or what?
All of them.
He'll look behind and at the other intellect devour behind him. Your friend across the way?
No, outsiders.
What outsiders?
The ones outside.
There was nobody outside. We were outside, but we're inside. So technically we're insiders now. You can come out of your etherealness.
And when you say that, they do. They do. It takes a second, but they kind of shimmer and shift into their full form in front of you. I can replace all of these guys if you want.
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I do have them, but
I believe you.
they kind of shimmer for a second. It's not immediate. So, like you said, that you can change form. You can't tell if they did it or not, but they do come into their full form in front of you, and it's kind of like antsy. Like I said, they're kind of like dogs or like puppies, kind of like jumping around almost.
Yeah, so as it does that, Mark is going to look at the group and go, I hate these things.
And are you hear? Aww.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, that's an intellect devourer. Illithids create them and keep them as pets. It's the brains of things they eat, kind of repurposing the whole body.
Right.
I
Not
can
gonna lie, that's
officially
a bit weird.
I was about to say, I can officially say I've never seen something like that before.
Oh, I've never seen anything like this before either. They're typically not ethereal. Now they're fleshy, but I told it could stop being dramatic. Its leader thought that we were outsiders, but he's wrong. We're insiders, technically. So here we are, and there they are.
I'm sorry, ethereal?
Well, they were ethereal. Didn't you see them? Did they see them? Are the bars see-through on these things?
Yeah.
Or are they like huts?
It's more. It's not even like a hut. It's not even covered. It's sort of like a pen almost. Like you guys can look down.
Oh, that was me misunderstanding. I thought it was more like a hut or something.
Same, yeah, domed kind of structure. You know.
Kira and Min are gonna kind of like, they try and take a step backward, like completely in unison, bump into Bonkin, and just kind of stay where they're at.
Careful.
Yep. Sorry. Yep.
I'd like to think typical cat-like Bonkin almost trips over Min.
Yeah, she may have been trying to trip you. And Kira,
It's
yeah,
weird that they're cute but terrifying at the same time.
Yes, the only people who really have anything to fear are those who are absolute dotes. They feast on beings of... Well, actually, I take that back. Guess the smarter you are, the more you should be feared, so... Bonkin's okay.
How many of them are there?
Marcus will meld back into this one's mind. Devourer, how many of your kind are in this area? How many of your kind belong to this pod?
14.
Marcus looks back very assuredly and says, 14.
Just
Asha.
Alvin, just very simple, just fuck.
No, there's no need to fight them. We're fine. See, they're friendly. They would have been much more dangerous in their ghost form. Now that they're physical, if they step out of line, squish them.
You hear another. Aww.
He'll respond back in their minds. We're not going to squish you. Don't worry. The once outsiders now insiders are just a little bit nervous about your appearance. It's nothing personal. They're just not used to you. I'm gonna reach down to kind of like pick it up, to pick the one up in this pen, and I'll tell it, it's okay, come here, I'll show you, they're friendly. Maybe it'll help if they see you a little bit closer.
It hesitates for a second, and since you're still connected, you hear it say, "Is it okay?" And then there's a moment of pause, and then it will go over to you.
Okay. So, yeah, Marcus just picks the fucking brain with feet up, turns around. See, look, it's kind of
Pick it
like a
up.
lizard if you just...
Pick it up.
What?
Pick the motherfucker on your desk up.
Oh. She said she's yelling at me to pick it up, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't fucking have anything to pick up, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Oh, that seems cute. No.
So I knew this was going to come in handy eventually. He'll say, see, it's just like a little lizard. If you just stroke down the center here, you go with the grain of the brain, with the folds of the gray matter, and... Oh, he's purring. He's happy. Come here, Mistress Kira. You should see this. It's fun. Master Aegis?
I can see just fine from here, thank you.
That's nasty.
I suppose I'll give it a try at least.
Yeah, and
And-
Marcus will kind of hold it out like, you know, like an FFA kid holding a rabbit out at the fair for the kids to pet it.
Yeah, when you've turned to show it to Kira, she has stepped back and behind this big rock.
Okay, question, because I never thought I would have to ask this before. What fucking skill do I roll to pet an intellect devourer?
I think animal handling. Yeah. And Marcus, take a DM inspiration. That was,
Okay.
I love it when you guys roll with it and you do a good, yeah, okay, yeah. So, as you reach out to pet it, it's just kind of sitting there, like, it doesn't have a face or a nose to sniff your hand or anything like that. It's just kind of sitting there, and you pet it, and it feels squishy. Have you ever had like the squishy balls that have the little balls on the inside?
Oh,
It's
yep.
reminiscent of that. When you're petting it, sort of rubbery, but it's also warm and kind of oddly squishy. Not as gross as you thought it would be, but pretty gross. Yeah,
I have to.
exactly that. Yep.
I
Why
felt...
do you all have
Fucking
like
hate that
power
thing.
props?
I fucking hate that thing.
Props are on point tonight, guys.
I have to admit, it's
Would
still
that
going to
be
take some
illithids?
getting used to. But it's not bad.
I promise all of you, even though looks are quite grotesque, these creatures really do have sentience. They really are at least fragments of their former selves, given new purpose instead of unnecessary death. And we have nothing to fear. They're very, very sweet. These ones are, anyways. I've met some assholes in my day.
Mr. Marcus, I
Yes,
can't
Mr.
really pet them over here. I'm a bit blocked up. Would you mind bringing it closer?
Oh, absolutely.
I'll get out of your way. She like darts past.
And yeah, and Min looks like she's gonna try to stand in Bonkin's way for a second, but then when Kira moves, she moves too. Maybe she's a little jealous.
Yeah, so
So,
Bonkin is
what-
going to be like full reach away in case anything happens.
So what's the deal? Like I thought illithids eat brains, but what? But then they
Oh.
make other brains to be pets.
it's kind of a common misconception. The short of it is, most illithid pods consume the brains of extremely high intelligent creatures. The low intelligent creatures that happen to just be adversaries of them, natural enemies, orcs, goblins, humanoids, cultists, demons, doesn't really matter. The ones who are very low on that pole can't be consumed for sustenance, so they get turned into sentries.
So if you're just a big dum dum, chances are you're going to turn into a walking brain.
Yes, either that. It's if the brain survives, of course. There's always a chance it blows up, but these ones are successes. Beautiful successes, too. So cute.
Not gonna lie, this is a bit strange.
Bonkin
It's
like
pretty weird, yeah.
he tries to shake its hand and grabs one of the tentacle things, and then he's like, nah.
All right, well,
Bit
Master
gross.
Tempest, are you... It's okay if you don't want to.
Yeah, sure. I'll give it a little.
Okay, here you go.
Okay, give me animal handling check.
It's warm and slimy. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's the same kind of thing. When you reach out, you poke it in a sort of weird way because you're already really nervous, and you saw Bonkin get freaked out, and you don't recall seeing Bonkin get freaked out about much. So you sort of pat it very awkwardly, and then one of its little tentacle things goes to like wrap and touch your hand, and you're like, nah, nope, I'm out.
Nope, 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 nope. That's weird. Nope. Mm-mm.
All right.
I mean, if it was anything else, if it was a cat, if it had a little bit of fur on it, maybe cool. But it's a brain, and it's creeping me out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, that's all quite all right. It's okay. He doesn't take any offense. Neither do the other 14 in here. I'll put it back because, honestly, it's starting to get a little anxious in my hands. So Marcus will turn around and just kind of gingerly set it down like he's putting a turtle back into its pen. And he'll give it like a little pat, like on the back side of it, kind of like a off you go.
And it does scamper back into its little pen. The pens are open. There's no doors here, but they are staying in there obediently unless they are summoned by Marcus.
For distraction's sake, because Kira wants nothing to do with those brains, she's gonna look at this little, what appears to be a campfire, and see if it appears to have been recently campfired.
It's there. It actually looks like it's set up for a quick campfire if needed, but it doesn't look like anything. It doesn't look like there's been one there recently.
Okay, does it look like anything nearby has been used recently that I can tell?
No, not really. I mean, maybe as like a chew toy, I guess. Not so much like being played with, almost like pushed around or not like shoved around, but not really.
Okay, and without going near it, what's that?
Oh, that looks like a pile of skulls. Yeah,
Yep, okay, that is
mostly.
exactly.
It looks like mostly animal.
Yep, that's what I thought I saw. Okay, yep, carry on.
So Marcus will turn around after he's done with that, and he'll look down towards the intellect devour, press back in, and he'll just go, "Quick question for you. Where is your pod? Where are the tall ones?"
Again, speaking, but clearly not to you. I take them. There's a pause. I take them. And it comes out of here to Marcus and starts leading you guys.
Marcus just points and he goes, "Oh, it says that it's going to take us to the actual illithid, so..."
I like how Min moved out of the way.
Yup.
Okay, let's go.
After you.
You know, I could probably. Yep, okay, we're going.
Marcus is walking with the most ridiculous level of confidence for what the situation could turn into.
Can't believe I'm gonna do this. Kira's
Would
gonna
you
be
like
one
me
of
to
their.
stay here with you?
No, we're gonna go. Go on ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Excuse me.
She's
Oh,
gonna.
I can't do that.
Well, fine. I'm not gonna run, but she's gonna pull out her phone and take a picture of the intellect devourer.
Okay. Yep, you have a picture. I will get you
Yeah.
a picture of an intellect devourer in a
I-
channel.
I do promise I know what they look like, and I hate it.
Oh, I will get you one. I will get you a picture for your
What?
phone.
Okay.
Right. Are you guys following too then?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let you guys group up so I can grab y'all for the next map.
Yep.
I don't know what to expect from you guys, so I was like, well, if they decide that they hate these things, I'm gonna give them the opportunity to.
Aegis is okay with them. I, as a player, fucking hate this.
Tempest is freaking out just a little bit.
Can't hack the brain, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
So I want you to know my notes say 14. There are 14 fucking ethereal intellect devourers. Followed by, they're not as cute as Marcus thinks.
Oh, sorry, it's all blacked out. 1 second. 1 second. I am revealing. Again, it kind of depended on how you guys were going to. Why isn't it doing it? How you guys were going to come in here. Yeah, I did. There we go. All right. So.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't worry, everything's gonna be fine.
Sorry. There it is. Okay.
Was that intentionally a smiley face? I need to know.
What? No.
The top part of that is so clearly a
I know.
smiley face.
I know. I noticed it too. No, that was not intentional, but I love it. All right. So you guys walk in and you do see exactly what you see here. Hold on. I'm gonna zoom in for the chat. So you've got a handful of mind flayers up here. You have these weird looking creatures to the left and right. They look like ethereal-ish gold. They're not beholders, but they're very reminiscent of beholders for Kira and Marcus. Like they're big eyeballs with tentacles.
Does Marcus know what they are? Has he dealt with these things?
Give me a history check. Kira can too. Oh yes.
21. Spectators?
This one's his, it's not a machine.
Yeah. Kira, you're not sure. Marcus, they're called mind witnesses.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay.
Yeah, you probably would have
Cool.
that reaction with the 21 too. I mean, not quite to that effect because Marcus is okay with these kinds of things, but you're aware of what they are, what they're capable of, and why they're around. They are kind of sentries, for lack of a better. It's if shit hits the fan, that's what they're there for. Then you also, I know that they're kind of hard to see, but there are intellect devourers here as well. Just little guys hanging out in their own little pens again. And then you have mind flayers up here, and there's like a little pool here of water. It's seemingly empty at the moment, and the mind flayers are standing there. Obviously, they are expecting you, and they, as you walk in, Marcus, they greet you. And I do have like a picture of what they look like. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, fuck. This ain't no common fucking illithid we're dealing with, friendos.
So the one that is standing right here is the one that I just sent you the picture of. The other ones look like typical illithids, but the one that's standing right here is the one that has the mark on his head and looks like that.
Okay.
I'm sorry, can you ping that one more time? I was scrolled badly.
Oh yeah, right here.
Okay.
When before we approach them, just for the sake of roleplay, because it will determine how Marcus reacts to this, does he know if that is significant in illithid society? Does he know what the hell that means? Because I'm sure he has not seen somebody who looks as beefcake as this
He has not. Give me a history check with advantage, so we can determine how much you know about them. Yeah, yeah, he just.
22.
Oh, nat 20? Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I'll
know
take that.
exactly who that is. That is the prophet. That is the one that communes with the elder brain. That is the one that takes on pretty much all responsibility for the ninth son and the entire bloodline.
Yeah, so Marcus is just as soon as we lay eyes on this guy, Marcus will, as he's looking back to you guys, he's gonna say, "That is a very important individual. So nobody do anything crazy." And as he starts to turn around, you guys see his eyes go black and the veins start to kind of creep down his face into his neck. And then his face goes completely still, and he's just gonna start moving forward.
Okay.
Actually, he's following the intellect devour if it leads us further.
No, so it stopped like right at the door there, and it
Did it?
kind of just stepped to the side.
He actually, you know what? As he'll turn back around now that you've said that, and with his eyes still in game mode, he's gonna say to the intellect devour mentally, "Is that your prophet?"
It says back in your mind, yes.
This one speaks on behalf of the elder.
Yes. And speaks to the elder.
Go in peace, little one. Thank you.
And it scampers back off the way it came.
So Marcus is going to go straight up the center.
Okay.
Kind of putting himself at the lower level. I don't want to make it look like he's trying to get a ground advantage on anyone here.
Sure, yeah. Approaching cautiously, but with
Because we are in a
confidence.
bad spot. At this point, too, he's only got the one blade active, and he's holding it above him as if it were like a torch, not in weapon stance and like holding it out. It's very up just for light's purpose.
Okay. And as you approach with that, the eyes do follow you. Like they're on you, and you feel like maybe your weapon in particular.
Okay. Yeah. As he's kind of moving, he'll hold the one hand with the torchlight, and then the other one he'll just kind of put palm out towards the two, kind of wave his hand, and he's gonna say out loud in Undercommon. He's going to say, "There's no need for any of that. I come here for peace and conversation. No war." And then I'm gonna open my mind to the network of whispers.
Okay.
And just see if the prophet picks up.
Okay, yeah, and as you do that, it starts with this. Yeah, it's a little overwhelming at first, especially being right in the presence of a prophet. But you do feel his presence enter your mind, and he says, "Let me see. I know that last time you guys had a hard time hearing this one. If you can't hear it, I'll just talk normal. That's okay."
Welcome, ninth son.
Thank you, prophet, for your hospitality and for your trust in me and my companions. And just so you guys know, he's not standing perfectly still. He's silent, but he is openly gesturing as if he was talking. It's just quiet. We don't need to tell you why we're here. I'm sure you've already dug deep into the recesses of my knowledge and seen exactly why we're here. Prophet, was it you or one of your acolytes who created the parasite that resides within the bloodline of Kunya here in the present day?
The spawn is mine.
I need your assistance. Your parasite, your spawn, has potentially come into danger, as I'm sure you've already felt. Hopefully it was not hit directly. Rin, the girl who you implanted it in, was attacked by someone who we think is a friend of hers, an Eladrin woman. Autumn, Eladrin woman. Shot in the chest, was Rin, and then dragged away after a pretty nasty fight. I need you to locate your parasite and give me the exact coordinates, as I intend to kick the door down and cut the head off the fucking snake who attempted to assassinate what remains of our pact.
Read chat really quick.
Read chat? Which chat?
Roll 20.
Okay, sorry, there's 3 chats, so...
Yep. Because I know Marcus would know that. I just wanted to make sure that you...
That they're all staying back? Is that
No,
what?
no, Ari. It's Ari. You said Rin.
Oh, did I say... Whoops,
Yeah,
Ari. My
but-
bad. Sorry, I'm reading so many
Yeah, and
things
I know
here.
they had a lot of stuff, so I just wanted to make
Okay,
sure.
Yeah. Ari,
Okay,
got it.
perfect. Got it.
Yes, the spawn was placed in the willing participant. We were tracking for a time. When the attack occurred, the spawn is what saved the recipient.
I know. I saw it.
The odd thing is that we typically cannot be cut off from our spawn, but there was a sudden and violent cutoff. We only know the location and cannot heal ourselves.
I only heard, like, the last part of that.
That's fine. So it said, it is difficult, or typically it is difficult to cut off communications between us and our spawn. However, there was a sudden and violent cutoff that we cannot understand. We know the location of where the spawn was when the cutoff occurred, but we cannot go there ourselves, obviously.
Did the cutoff happen before or after Ari was shot?
After.
They tore it out of her. At what stage in the larval cycle was your spawn at the point of the sudden cutoff?
The girl should have more time than what is usually seen with ceramorphosis. This is because she was willing and strong-willed and a ritual was done on the spawn. She should have approximately 30 more days before the first stages of the ceramorphosis begins. However, if it was removed from her, it would seek out a new host. This parasite, as you call it, is more intelligent than the typical spawn, as more of the Kunya's memories and intelligence were imbued in this one. It's not simply DNA, but an actual living being. If the host should die, the spawn will only have 3 days to live unless it finds another host. But that host must be willing.
Weird question. I was not created via host, as I hold my bloodline very true, and I was born in the 62nd generation of my cycle. What if I hosted the parasite temporarily?
If it was temporary, that would be ideal. It has all of the Ninth Son's memories, possibly even your own. If she should change, if she should morph, we fear that because of her magic being what it is, fire, she'll completely lose control.
Lovely. So what is the location? Where did you lose contact?
So he will, in your mind, he will send you... Oh, I always try to pull up my freaking map. Let me see. I'll pull it up on here. He points down there if you're looking on the stream.
Got it.
There is a temple. It's on the west side of town. Abandoned, of course. We fear there's a ritual occurring.
Why do you fear that?
Because we've lost touch. And if they are aware that the spawn resides within her, well, our entire agreement may be forfeit.
Not if I can help it.
That's why, as soon as we felt your presence, we knew we needed to reach out. The 9th son of this generation. Very good. When we were able to sense his presence, we knew we needed to get in touch. When we were able to sense your presence, we knew we needed to get in touch with you immediately. But when we were able to actually sense his presence, it was strange. Things have changed drastically since your time. While the 9th sons take their jobs very seriously, and this one truly did, they also still try to, and everybody in the room will see air quotes from the illithid, live their lives. It's a
Ungrateful
dichotomy.
little shits.
It's a dichotomy that we just are unable to understand. If you're able to go to this place and investigate, ideally obtain the body of the host, we could easily get the resources to bring her back.
Well, I may have a friend who might be able to help me with that. And he kind of nods backwards, the halfling in the rear of the room. I trust his capability. He's been gifted by the divines in a matter of sorcery, believe it or not. Magnificent healer. Drips with hospitality. If we can maybe muster the resources, there's a good possibility he can take care of it. But we'll come to that river when we need to figure out how to cross it. Until then, I intend on taking a little visit to this temple. Tell me, do you happen to know to which god I will have to spill blood upon a floor of today?
Not currently practiced at this time. As far as we know, it is deserted. Deserted temple is the temple of no god.
Well, we'll hope the iconography speaks for itself in that respect.
Might I address your companions?
Marcus will say they are very, very terrified of this endeavor, as many of my traveling companions throughout the last 100-some-odd years have been, and rightfully so. So if you intend to do so, I simply request that you use me as a vessel to speak to them. The words may calm them.
He thinks for a second and then nods. I understand that. If you could convey to them. We
Marcus
know.
just opens so Marcus turns around slowly, opens his mouth, his face completely slackjaw, and you'll hear his voice coming out of his mouth, but it is every word that she says.
Okay, yeah, so this will be in Marcus's voice. We are aware of your situation and the time from which you come. If you assist us in this matter, we will do everything in our power to get you back to where you are supposed to be. And in that moment, behind this illithid here, this one, and this one, they are, like, their tentacles kind of start moving and their hands are moving. And hold on one second.
Oh, I may have just fucked up. Oh.
And this appears. It is perfect timing, Aegis. It is see-through. So it's not physically there, but it's very clearly what it looks like. And from Marcus, he says, "We are not trying to threaten you. We merely want to show you the power that we do hold in our hands to assist you. If you assist us, we will return the favor." And then Marcus kind of goes back to normal Marcus stance.
I think Bonk would kind of be the first answer because he has like moved up kind of on the in the background. I mean, I thought we would kind of do this anyway. It's kind of why we came here. But I don't speak for everyone. Um, I appreciate the help, but yeah, we're gonna do this anyway. I have a bit of a question, but sorry for taking up everyone else. But why can't Mr. Marcus see his psychic stuff? I believe he says psychic. Is that what he called it? I can't. The purple, pink stuff.
You'll feel Marcus's face will change again, like it was just a second ago, and he'll say, "If you are able to see the powers that you are using, they distract you. The ninth sun has no time for distractions. It is part of their training to ignore the images or the power that is seen by the naked eye, and their minds are trained more deeply."
All right. I kind of disagree, but it's not my place, so I'll stay out of it.
It kind of, if an illithid could smile, you're pretty sure you would see that. Like its eyes kind of curve up, and it just gives you a nod.
Wonka will just kind of nod and I guess step out of the way because he's blocking the view of ages.
So you said Marcus just he had his mouth open, slack jaw, and like the words were coming out like he was just a speaker basically at that point.
Yeah, like you see him breathing, and as he's breathing, he is talking. Like the words are coming out of his mouth, but his face is totally motionless. He's just kind of
Yeah, it's his voice, but it's clearly not his words.
like his hair is kind of like rising up a little bit. His arms are even maybe just floating ever so slightly. Like he's not off the ground, but he's definitely being manipulated.
All right, but like what like would you go higher than 900?
Marcus, being conscious still and not actually being physically controlled, he will kind of like snap towards Tempest, and he'll smile and he'll say no, and then his face will just kind of
Okay.
Kira lets out a breath she didn't realize she was holding at that.
And from Marcus comes, it was very good you said that. From Marcus comes, if it appeases your minds, we would never do anything to harm the ninth sun. Both his and our existences depend on that.
Oh yeah, I believe that. You seem to he trusts you, and so I trust you.
If there are any other questions, please feel free to ask.
I don't think I had too many probably questions to even begin at this point. But the same as Bonkin says, if Marcus trusts you, then I think that I can trust you as well.
And Tempest, as you're standing here saying that, you do hear just gently in the back of your mind, the siren's voice singing to you. Lucy?
I guess if she trusts you too, then I guess I can trust you.
I got one question, kind of a different thing, but why'd you make a giant ghost brain up here?
Marcus will smile. Weird. And he says, this is not a ghost brain. This is our contact with the elder brain. Once all is aligned with the Cunha bloodline, we will utilize the elder brain and its power to get you back home.
Oh, that's great news. But like I said, we probably would have done this anyway. But thank you for that already as well.
Marcus will speak. His face will kind of recontort and talk back, and the telekinetic shit kind of dissipates for a moment, and he'll say, the Prophet has been kind enough to give me information about our target. I was correct in thinking that the creator of the parasite would be able to at least identify where it was. Unfortunately, it seems the last time that he had contact with it, it was violently torn from the host, meaning somebody ripped it out of our friend Ari, so it would seem. But I do have that location.
Can she survive that?
Hope she's all right.
She can survive for a few days, possibly. With the parasite, it's complicated. There's a possibility, but if not, and he'll look down to Aegis, if you are capable of it and willing to, I think I might be able to acquire the resources for a resurrection. And I've specifically asked the Prophet if it would be alright if you performed it and not them. If you're alright with that.
I think Aegis would finally have stood up at that point and looked at him, just kind of reached into the robes. I keep a spare one on me just in case. So we've always got one extra.
Wonderful. Thank you, Master Aegis. He says that the location that they had last had contact with the parasite was down to the southwest of the city. He'll actually... Mistress Kira, would you mind if I looked at your map? You've got the biggest screen.
So the expression on Kira's face is very much one of anything but that. But she'll nod and
Want me to bring it over?
no, that's I got it. Excuse me, Aegis, and she's got a hand fully on Min, on the vest, as she goes up, and
Yeah, Min's in
she'll
full support mode right now.
yeah.
As she's approaching, I am going to be listening to the Whisper Network to see how the illithids are reacting to her. Not Min, Kira.
So for a split second, it actually is completely silent. Yeah, go ahead, Bonkin. It's actually totally silent for a second, which is really eerie. But then when it picks back up, it's kind of like, okay, they don't feel threatened. She's not of that clan. And they're also kind of peeking into your mind too, to see what you've seen. And again, just kind of a feeling of, all right, we're good. But these guys are still
I'll
watching.
send them through every save, every buff, point out that the weapon is her doing.
And as she approaches, these things do kind of turn to Min, not menacingly necessarily, but as noted before, they kind of look at weapons, so.
Kira's definitely armed, and so is Ben, but that is... Yep.
Marcus he'll kind of like reach down, and he's letting you hold it. He doesn't want to touch it. But he's going to kind of point at the spot that Candace had pointed out on the map, which is in just the far southwest side of the city. It looks like the highway runs along there with a hedgerow next to it. He says, the Prophet says there should be a temple right here, and he'll kind of zoom in a little bit. Master Aegis, I know that you said you were working with a temple somewhere in the city. Please tell me that this is not it.
Just from looking at it, would Aegis
It definitely
be
is
able to
not-
tell?
Yeah, it's not the same one. The one that you were working on was actually within the headquarters of Alpha League.
Thankfully, no.
Wonderful. So, time is of the essence as far as this is concerned. The Prophet has told me that this temple is potentially abandoned, which means that the gods have redacted their gifts upon it, meaning that if there is minor collateral damage, it should not be an act of sacrilege. Master Aegis, did I get that right? Is that how that works? Because I don't want to offend or anger a god.
That is a good question. What would I have to roll for that as Aegis? Would that be religion?
Yeah, religion.
In that case, seeing I guess Kira's condition, she'll feel a really big paw on her shoulder, just comforting.
She would nearly jump out of her skin at that. The only
I-
reason she's here right now is because she cares more about her friends than she is afraid.
I think it's also gonna come with like after you jump, it's gonna come with a bunch of words. Sorry, but it's all right. We got you.
Aegis, yeah, that definitely does not meet the DC. So answer that. Answer that how you will.
I mean, as far as I know, that would make sense.
Fantastic. He just accepts it and moves on.
You feel that the mind player feels even more confident in his answer now.
He failed so bad, everybody believes him. So this is where we need to go. Time is of the essence. I think Zachary is waiting outside. We have safe passage here. Does anybody have any other questions for the prophet? Marcus will turn around and kind of nod, notice the elder brain, and go, "Oh shit!" And then he's going to look to the prophet, and he's just going to say it out loud. He's not going to use telepathy. He's just going to go, "Why is your elder brain here? Why is it not protect? Is it okay? Is it on the ethereal plane too?"
You'll see the mind player just gives a slow nod.
Ha! You are smarter than many prophets I've heard of in the past, and your pod is wise beyond their years. That is genius.
We are the longest living pod so far. I think that is for a reason.
Marcus will nod and turn back.
Just a note that Kira is going to, click the pen out of the little holder and circle on the map where it is and
The stylus.
label it. Yep. She'll annotate.
Okay.
It's gonna be so bad if she ever loses these devices.
If we receive any more information while we make our way to this location, obviously we can discuss it, but I have a sneaking suspicion we're probably going to want to prepare ourselves, because whatever... I'm so curious as to why this individual had such a interest in harming one of my relatives and somebody who was supposedly a friend. Like, there's something very not right about this.
We agree. We wonder if Stridmost has something to do with it, but have not been able to determine. Lots of secrecy and hiding.
Yeah, Marcus will say out loud, "Fucking Streetmost." No offense, Kira.
Not my fucking family, she says in Elven.
He nods. I know, I just mean bad blood, you know?
I think Bonkin was about to ask a question to Marcus, and then Kira says, "Not my family," and he lowers his.
She does say it in Elven, if that changes anything.
Oh, then that absolutely changes, because I think Marcus said it in common.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd go, "What's your street most? Is it like another brain thing we need to worry about?"
No, the Clan Streetmost is the reason why Clan Cunha and this pod of illithids made a pact a millennia ago. They are the clan of Shardakai that hunted down my people in the first tier of the Hells during their time serving under a devil.
They teamed with the mind flayer, this guy. He will. Are you still connected with him or no?
Oh yeah.
So he'll speak through Marcus again. Very obvious shift, and he says, "We have done research and are beginning to believe that they worked closely with the Githyanki To what end, we aren't sure.
Right. So I'm going to take it they're just bad versions of Miss Kira. And then the yellow people we fought in a backwash. All right,
Nice.
well, that answers my questions.
We should probably get going so we can
Get
find-
going. Yes, let's go.
Yep.
Understood.
What Tempest said.
Marcus will address the prophet and then directly just address the elder brain. He's not going to try to connect to it. I'm not playing that fucking game.
You
no,
do
thank
feel
you.
its presence. It's not pressing on you, but it's
Good,
an
yeah.
overwhelming presence in the network.
Yeah, Marcus is going to go ahead and just keep that bubble nice and air fucking tight for now.
Okay.
But he'll address the prophet on the way out and he'll say, there are 2 druids living at the bottom of your hill. The farmers who lived here before were scared away, and the old woman is stuck doing a lot of work by herself. Would you mind flexing your influence and encouraging some of those who were there helping them originally to aid them again in their endeavors for survival? They mean nobody any harm. I think you and I both know that.
That will not be a problem. As soon as we are able to locate the 9th son of this generation, we will use him to help as well.
Understood. Put that little shit to work.
You see kind of like a grin again.
Marcus turns around kind of in a huff. You see he kind of like throws his hand like he thinks he has his cloak, but he doesn't. And he hasn't since the first session or second
It's
session.
For the record, Kira is still wearing a very nice purple cloak.
Right then. And as Marcus begins to walk, the veins will kind of creep back up into his eyes, and he'll blink a few times as his eyes go back to normal. Let's go then, shall we?
All right.
Yes, please.
Yeah, and you guys you guys are allotted passage out. No problem, nobody messes with you, even the little weird ghosty dogs on the way out, they just let you through.
Are they ghosty again?
No, they were those ones at the beginning. No, they kept their form.
Okay. Okay. Never mind then.
Were you gonna try to get another picture?
I did, in fact, want to find out if ethereal creatures showed up on cameras, because that would be useful for the future.
Great question.
But I was not about to do that to the Elder Brain.
That's a good call. All right, so you guys get out.
Intelligence.
Real quick, though, that one that we passed, the first one who helped us out that I was talking with,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna, as we are exiting, I'm gonna just kind of reach back in there, give it a little kind of like pat, and I'm gonna let everybody go out. But as Min and Kira are walking by, I'm gonna press into its mind, and I'm gonna say, quickly, can you tell me if the automaton bears intellect of its own?
Oh, let me roll things. Hang on. So there's a pause for a second, and its like form kind of shifts toward the direction of Min, and it says yes and no.
Wonderful, thank you. And then he stands up and just walks out.
If it had a tail, it would wag.
It's got
Yeah, it
little...
has a brainstem.
It goes like, oh, it's terrible. I hate that I made that. I love that I made it, but I hate that I made that. I was grossed out. I don't know if anybody watched the streams. I was like, ugh. I was constantly ughing. Okay. All right, so
I just imagine it doing the little like shake like it did in Baldur's Gate after the legs had just come out, like it was about to do a pounce or something. Like it's just like
so fucking
I hate it
gross.
so much.
All right, so
Us
hold on.
is an adorable creature, and I will not take this slap.
I didn't find us until my evil run, and I am sad.
Hang on,
Okay,
I'm
so we
grabbing
get
I
the
think-
fuck out.
Yeah, I'm grabbing
Yeah.
these from the maps. One sec.
As soon as Tempest gets outside, he just does like he just like gets that shutter out that's been like kind of creeping up his spine the entire time.
Same.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was
All
real
right,
fucking
what's
weird,
that?
guys.
Oh,
So it was pretty fucking weird. I'm sorry. Wow.
it takes a little getting used to. Yes.
Yeah. You think?
Honestly, that was easy. You should see what they do to other creatures. Have you ever seen an? Well, no, you haven't. Just trust me. Weird things they can do with brains.
Weirder than making them run around in cages?
Oh, absolutely. They can make them fly.
I am
Why?
very concerned for your friends.
Aerial units.
So Kira is going to go next to Tempest and just say very softly in the Oran dialect of Primordial, and just, I'm right there fucking with you. That was the creepiest goddamn thing, wasn't it?
Tempest kind of like starts a little bit. Like, oh, sorry. I almost never hear somebody speaking that language. Yes, very strange.
Will you two stop whistling at each other? That was weird.
Sounds like the ocean.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh my gosh. All right. So, you guys tell
Correct.
Zachary. You guys tell Zachary where to go. It's not that far. You're already on that side of town. So he jots down south a little ways, and hopefully I set this map up right and it doesn't reveal everything. Here goes nothing. Hey. All right. So, right now you guys are on the outside steps. Okay. It is a broken down temple, exactly like they said. Yes, Lucy.
I think just in the car, Bonkum to kind of
Mhm.
like reach over to Marcus and go,
Hey, Marcus. So I did ask about why you can't see the pink things. Oh, sorry, did I scare you?
Yeah, it's just why did you? You didn't even need to reach, like, lean forward to touch me. I forgot how long your fucking arms were.
Oh, sorry. It's because I normally sit at the back. Habits.
Also, I need to get some space.
Oh, yeah,
Very
sorry. You can
cramped
just,
back
yeah,
here.
as he sees his elbow come through the window. Fuck. All right, sorry. What were you saying?
I talked to him about why you can't see pink things. By the way, you really suck at lying.
And that's right. He caught you.
But I think I have a way to kind of help you see it if you want to. Only if you want to. They kind of said that it's kind of training and distract you, but I disagree.
I'm willing to listen to your advice.
Right, so I can kind of form me arms as like a different part of me. They said because, you was training to not see it, and I was trained, I guess, to make things that I can't see. Maybe I can kind of help you train to see what you can do. I'm not telling you to turn into to get 4 arms or anything like that, but
No, I understand. And then Marcus will turn all the way around and, like, look him dead in the face. But how cool would it be if I could grow tentacles?
I don't
No!
know
Not
if
very.
Yeah, no.
He's like trying to be polite. He has like the shocked, disgusting expression. Like,
maybe I don't think that's
Pumpkin,
that
you can
works.
say no. You should say no.
But I mean, I can't exactly control what your form. It's all like spiritual mumbo jumbo. My friend taught me.
Yeah, no, that's fine, Master Bonkin. Yes, if we've got some time, sure.
Or I can't guarantee if it will work or not. But
Well, there's no harm in trying. And I'm up at 4 a.m. every day anyways, waiting for first breakfast, second breakfast, and snacksies before, well, after I do my push-ups, of course.
right, yeah, I think we can do it. Maybe.
Or maybe we can go fishing. I'll do it on your boat. After push-ups.
I don't have a boat.
Oh, we can change that, Master Bonkin.
It's okay. I'm happy fishing on the shore.
Alright, then we go to the shore. I have
Judge,
no
I'm afraid I
problem.
might see more of your friends in the water.
Oh, but yeah, no, I like the idea of getting a boat. Can we get a boat?
Sure, we can get a boat.
That sounds horribly expensive.
Marcus
And
puts his
impractical.
visor down and he starts sending a text message. It's so inappropriate socially, but he's gonna send a message to the landlord and say, "Do you have any idea where I can buy a boat? Do you know a boat guy?"
You get a text back that says, "Not off the top of my head, but let me reach out to some people."
Thank you, Captain. Keep your sea legs open and let me know what you find on your journey. ... That didn't sound... Okay. Sorry. ... again.
The next
Are
one
you saying this out loud, or is it
No,
Just
just
no,
texting
this is
it.
all in text.
Okay,
but he's
okay, thank God for
there
Marcus'
are-
sake.
Yeah, there are some exasperated sighs, and he goes, that's not what I... And then the last message he'll send is just says, eyes. I mean eyes open.
You just get a text back that says, "I will see what I could do."
Which form of C does he send there?
SEA.
Yeah.
He likes your bad commentary, Marcus. You're good.
I'll just put the visor up. Well, we'll see if my sea guy can get the legs and I'm sorry, the boat for your legs, Master
Hey, we're
Tempest.
here.
Oh, fucking thank goodness. Marcus just opens the door and gets out, even if the car's still rolling.
It was a little
Hell
bit.
just happened.
We're going like 2 miles an hour.
I think for his sake, we don't ask.
Before we go in there, a couple of questions. One, how long has it been figuring out for Ward and Bond? Two, do I have any texts on either phone, i.e. from Dr. K or on Ari's?
There are no texts on Ari's. Dr. K, no. I'd say you still have about 15 minutes on your connection.
Okay, cool.
Just considering where you put it on and how long you guys talked and everything.
Okay. And then my third question, because I just had the idea, is there anything on Ari's calendar?
Yeah, so it lists out her class schedule primarily and due dates for projects. She doesn't have
Okay.
any dates, nothing about going to the thirst or anything like that.
Okay, but she doesn't have any. Does it look like she had classes over the past couple of days that she should have been at?
No, because the school's closed right now.
Yep. Okay. Cool. I keep forgetting we're in January.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, it popped into my brain, which means it popped into Kira's brain.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. I appreciate the heck out of that.
Yep. And please let me know when that wording bond's up if we're in the middle of this hell.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Will do. Yeah, so you've got about 15 minutes at this point.
Quick question. Well, more just something Aegis would do. As we get to a stop and we're kind of looking and everything, what iconography do I see? Is there anything that I can recognize?
Give me an investigation check, please. First. You think that you might see some iconography like on a sign on the walls, but it's all been scratched out, like clearly like carved over, scratched out. So you don't see any clear iconography of anyone being worshipped in this temple.
Especially with the scratch out, I think Aegis would just shake his head. Fucking vandals have no sense of when to just go ahead and stop.
I take it that means you have no idea who this temple belonged to, Master Aegis?
Not with the scratches over the iconography I can find, no.
Can I find anything with a quick Google search?
Oh, that's a good
Plugging in
question.
the address, etc.
Hack your way into
Shall
religion.
we, shall we consult the chart? Give me an intelligence check. Okay, yeah, so, and then give me, percentiles real quick, please. You already knew, very good. Elder Brain. Yeah, so you're able to find pretty quickly. It used to be a Pelorian, temple, but, it hasn't been for quite some time. even before the residents in the mountains appeared, it had been sort of abandoned. They moved into the middle of town.
Okay, are there any like horrible articles that are like headline mysterious death at Florian Temple
No,
or
no.
anything that's
No, nothing like
Okay.
that comes up. It really was just you know, West Side Pelorian Temple shuts down, closing doors, moving to different space, and it sat for sale for a while, and then it just seems like the city bought it and it's just chilling.
Okay. So Kira's gonna tap tap tap, and then it was a Pelorian temple, it looks like. Shut down some time ago, moved to a new location, city bought it. Nothing's been for a while.
Oh, this is what they do with temples in this time? They just leave a sun god sanctum to rot?
It looks like they found a better sanctum.
Hey, just give me a
Still.
religion check.
Just non-stop low rolls.
We'll get him out of the way now. That is enough for you, though, just with the amount of time that you've spent with the people here in the church and everything. You have heard them talk. They're just as frustrated, and it happens more often than they want to admit in this time, where people find a cheaper place or people find a more convenient place, and it's become more business than worship. It's kind of like an issue that's happening rampantly.
From what I understand, this wouldn't be the only one, unfortunately.
Right. Well, even with that being the case, let's all maybe try and have some respect for whatever remains of the iconography inside and ensure we don't upset any lingering spirits.
All right, and you'll see Bonkin just kind of form like the like closed hands, palms, for a second, and then undo it.
Shall we then? Is everybody prepared, just in case we encounter something that is unfriendly? Any preparations that need to be done here? Actually, Marcus is going to take a look through his inventory. Everyone still has potions, correct?
Yeah, and healing abilities, but I'll give you, Marcus, a little inspiration here.
Beautiful.
We have a handful of minutes before we will need to take time. That probably sounded cryptic as hell.
Very much so, yeah.
Min and I are good for a few, probably quarter hour, give or take.
You just woke up like 3 hours ago. How are you already tired?
Not that. I'm gonna need to oil my cat.
You
Yeah, we considered
Let us
using
go.
pocket bacon.
Oh, yes, we should give her pocket bacon. But she'd love that.
She does seem to like
Is
it.
that why she?
Min,
Fats are.
and then he's gonna pull a piece of pocket bacon out of his.
Fats are bad for her. Min, why are you? Min, what are you doing? Min.
These oil all organs, whether artificial or organic.
That will grease them, not oil them. It's very different.
Please
it?
now.
Like the difference between ichor and blood.
Min is just
Master Aegis, you're the gourmand. Is there a difference between oil and grease?
When it comes to magically crafted felines, yes.
Min is like looking at Kira but leaning toward the bacon.
Fine, go for it.
She takes it. Aegis, if you want to answer that, you can give me a survival check with advantage.
Yeah, because I know my answer, but my answer is the redneck answer.
I've always pictured Aegis as kind of like just a happy little homemaker.
Yeah.
Just kind of like, yeah, we oh, got an excellent.
There you go. Yeah. Go ahead. You answer.
They can be. It's more of a. Well, I mean, what type of oil it need? The moment Marcus said gourmand, Aegis has been thinking like cooking oil the entire time.
Kira's gonna like narrow her eyes a little bit. Like, I'm pretty sure that I shouldn't be answering that kind of expression.
Right. Enjoy your pocket bacon, Min.
Oddly enough, she seems to.
It's like she's got a mind of her own. All right, so
Well,
let's
of
open this
course.
door.
All right, so as you open the creaky door here, when you walk in, to the left, it actually looks like someone was doing some renovations. Maybe they were going to be studying astrology here. It's got all sorts of weird stuff that you wouldn't really expect to see in a Pelorian temple here. There's a big door over here, 2 doors here, just to make sure you guys are seeing what you're seeing, and then a door there. These are, it looks like you could probably put incense or flames in here. Oh, and there's a door here as well.
I'm just keeping my eyes peeled. I'm taking it in for a moment, but I am just kind of like doing my duty to keep my eyes out for boot print trails, blood prints, like, you know, signs that somebody was thrown into a fucking pillar or a wall, blood, maybe from like a bullet wound to the chest, anything like that.
Okay, give me an investigation check, please.
I'd be doing the same
What?
over in this corner as well.
Okay, everybody who is investigating, go ahead and give me an investigation. If you're listening or are specifically looking, give me perception.
I'm not sure if you want perception or investigation, because I'm looking for arty things. I'm looking for the tech cameras, security stuff like that.
Perception.
Aegis would be looking too, but as we had come on into the door there, Aegis would have went ahead and let off an aid for Marcus and Bonkin and Kira.
Okay. Bonkin and Kira.
And it will be with
Did you? I don't know if it cut you off. I heard it will be with, oh, level 3. Got it. Okay.
3rd level and with extended meta magic.
Wonderful. Okay, so that's 8 hours, I believe, or is it 24 with extended?
So it's 8 initially, and then it doubles it to a maximum of 24.
Got it. Okay, so it's 16, right?
Yep.
Okay, so 16 hours of 10 additional hit points, y'all.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so as you guys enter, so Kira, you are positive that there is not a single camera in this building. As you're looking around, you can see this door has no... You can't even tell how the hell it opens. Maybe it's not even a door. This one, you can clearly see that these 2 are doors. Clearly a door, clearly a door.
Yeah, for the player view, does it look like that's like an automatic door kind of thing, or
It's, yeah, you think it quite possibly could be. There's some kind of mechanism or something. There's no clear way to get into that one.
okay, just so I know kind of what I'm looking at.
Right, with a nat 20,
definitely.
yeah, you can see that. Like, there's just no question. You feel like there's going to be something special to that. Marcus, as you're looking, you're having a hard time finding any like footprints or anything, because this is actually pretty clean for being an abandoned building. It's pretty clean.
Okay.
Tempest, where were you looking? You're looking over here.
Yeah, in that back corner, particularly, I guess like the door there, or anything generally like in front of me. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So this door over here, You can see that there is a handle and a keyhole. It locks very obviously. Again, you notice too, like, it's really clean in here. It's kind of suspiciously clean in here. It doesn't really make sense since it's clearly been abandoned. And then in here, you can see that at some point there was a fire or incense or something, but it's been a while based on your investigations here. Bonkin, you're swiffering
This
the
wall
floor.
is cool.
You're swiffering the floor as you walk
thought there was
through,
gonna
so
be
you definitely are
chocolate.
not seeing any footprints or anything. Thank you, Tech. Thank you for that cheer.
So, before we do anything, I think we should maybe utilize these many doors to our advantage here, just in case there's some sort of nonsense lurking behind them. If we can pull it open from a distance, which I can do with little effort if necessary, maybe we can just get glimpses into the rooms before we get ourselves stuck in a doorway.
I actually, as a player, need to look something up before I go ahead and start talking.
Okay.
These doors are. There's something odd about them.
Like what?
Everything's very clean in here.
Well,
It
like,
is.
how would you open this door just looking at it? There's no classic way to open it. There's no visible handle. And she's walked up to it and she's kind of looking it over to try and figure it out from a machine brain perspective.
What does it look like, Candace? You said it looks like a automatic door, like a metal.
Yeah, it's
like
a black metal door. There's no clear. You can't even tell which way it would open. It's very like tightly to the walls, to the ceiling, to the floor, to the windows. But
to
there,
the wall.
but there may be a way to open it. It's just not very obvious to you guys at this point.
If we need, I could go ahead and bring forth my friend again.
Yes, I don't do that quite yet, but yes, that is definitely something we can utilize. Will we be able to fire through your friend, or will your friend be in the way if we need to fire into an enemy that is charging at us?
It would be something we would have to watch out for. That being said, he's not exactly hard to take down.
Right, I'm more concerned about bullets or streams of hot, whatever it is, Master Tempest has started slinging around the fields. But those being wasted...
Blenders, usually.
What is it?
Oh, you're talking about the things they shoot now?
Yes, it's like hot seawater.
Yeah, it's like water.
Either way, I would be remiss. Sorry, I'm looking at fucking Sarah. I think we would be in some serious trouble if we were wasting our ammunition and magic and accidentally hitting your friend. Especially if we cannot avoid hitting him, period. Unless he stands to the side of the door, I suppose. Could he do that?
Well, I mean, I give him a command, and he follows that command.
Oh, well, wonderful. Then, yeah, sure, we could probably use that. Now, Kira, as far as that thing's concerned, now, Candace, that thing, if I'm not mistaken, it's taking up like 2 full squares, so it's like 10 feet long.
Yeah,
okay,
huge.
and how high is the ceiling?
The ceiling's in here 35 feet.
30, and it goes all the way to the top?
Yeah.
Okay, so does this classify as a huge object or a large object?
Huge. I would say it's huge.
All right. Yeah, because you know my ability and you knew what I was just going to do.
No, actually, I didn't know what you're getting at. I'm trying to think of dimensions,
All right.
but...
Okay, so he cannot do that then. So, yes, as far as that thing's concerned, it's closed right now, and all of these doors have handles, so we should probably focus on those before anything.
Try the one with the handle. So this one down here has a handle.
Right, but my point was, do we all want to group in the center here so that way we can pull the doors open from a distance and hope that there's nothing immediately behind it getting ready to blast us?
If you want, I guess I can open doors from like a bit away because I got the long arm.
Okay, everybody's kind of missing the point here. Marcus is going to throw his hand forward, and he is going to yank the door, and it violently flies open.
Which one is it done?
This one over here.
Okay. With thaumaturgy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If it's unlocked. If not,
Right.
then it just goes.
So, so you guys see Marcus do that, and the door, it shakes inside of its doorway, inside of its frame, but it doesn't. Marcus, you were expecting it to fly open, it doesn't, which tells you that it's locked.
See, now we've learned something today. That door is locked, and it didn't require me to stand directly in front of it.
I have my picks. I can see if I can get the lock to cooperate.
Sure.
Do we want to do that one first, or do we want to check the others?
You know what? That's actually a good point. We know that one's locked, so if something wants to come through it, it's going to have to at least take a moment to unlock it, right? Okay, well, Marcus will put his hand out, and I'll cast Thaumaturgy at this one. He pulls his hand out, and then he kind of just yanks backwards.
Okay. This one does actually fly open. Give me a second.
Oh, come on. What the fuck?
Ah, shit, we entered the woman's bathroom.
Yeah, and they are not happy.
That would be fucked up, man. I told you I was
I'm
going
not
to
going
execute
in.
somebody today.
All right, everybody, give me 1 second here. All right, go ahead and roll your initiative, please, after you click your character. Oh, dang, Tempest.
Oof. Not my strong suit. That was bad.
Okay, 15. Sorry, I'm getting the inevitable item on the initiative order. Okay.
Can he just like animate one of these planets on the planetarium thing and just have it be a cannonball?
We're about to find out.
Fucking love it.
That'd be hardcore.
I'm gonna beat a
Okay.
motherfucker with the sun.
He just animates the sun. I came in like a wrecking ball.
All right, Marcus, that is what you were able to see with ripping the door open in that way. We have entered combat.
Okay, what the hell is the thing up there?
That is a Githyanki.
Motherfucker. Oh,
As a note, it does not look like the one from the video.
that's all right. We're cutting heads off today, folks.
And I can't turn him around because the stupid button is in the way, so he's just going to fight you sideways, I guess.
If you zoom in really close, then the button will be, you're talking about the, like when you click on him to spin
Yeah.
him. Yeah, if you
Oh,
zoom in
yeah.
real close up to him, it'll move the little icon.
Thank you, that was super annoying me.
Trust me, I've had many a mini who fuck me over.
That was the ping that you saw earlier, was me trying to turn this motherfucker around. All right, so we have entered combat. Let me get the appropriate music going for that. Because we're not on that one, we're on that one. Okay, so Tempest, you are up.
Okay, so door swung open. This guy's standing there, and like he looks like he wants to fuck us up as soon as we open the door.
Yeah, he turns around and he definitely, especially seeing Marcus first, immediately goes into a fighting stance. You guys are going to get a surprise round, though.
Thaumaturgy for the fucking
Yep.
win, folks.
Yeah. Okay. Then I will kind of. Tempest will kind of yelp seeing this guy, and he'll point out his hand and Eldritch Blast.
All right.
So it's going to be 2 blasts.
Where?
All right, apparently I have to go
Oh,
through
it's
like
like
12
a little.
things to do
It's
this
like
now.
a little. Yeah, brazier. That's the word. Yep.
Ooh.
Eldritch Blast. 23 definitely
Okay.
hits.
Yep. And 12 points of damage. And also, furthermore, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I did the repelling blast. So yeah, so if he was hit, he gets pushed back 10 feet
All right.
in
So
a straight line from me.
so he will get pushed back up against this wall 5 feet because because that's where that ends. 1 second.
That's badass.
Yeah. All right, and the second one's coming at him.
There you go.
Oh. Oh god.
Oh,
Oh,
dang. Dang.
Fuck that guy, I guess.
Okay, so that's
I
10
mean, it was
points.
less than the non-critical damage.
Still,
but
though.
it's fine.
Yeah, 22 points of damage in a round. And this
For a cantrip, that's pretty awesome.
and he got
Yeah.
smacked up against the wall. So now he not only looks surprised but also hurt and probably a little furious.
It's fair. That's fair.
And-
Okay. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
Nope, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think that's actually all I can do for the moment. I don't think. Yeah, oh, well, I guess does the sun look nailed down?
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, so like I said, this was under construction. It wasn't finalized, so if you would like to have the sun, you can.
I would love to animate the sun, please.
Okay, 1 second. I gotta figure out what the fuck I'm gonna use. Yeah, that's a Yeah, well, I'll give that to you though. So it is.
It could literally just be a circle.
Yeah, that's what I was because I have the spell things. I was just gonna give you one of those. So it's not actually on fire, but
God. So
That is
show
amazing.
up on stream, and I was terrified.
okay. What are the stats again? I apologize. I usually remember, but I don't right now. 40 and 15.
40, 16.
16. I do it every time. Okay, and what's this guy's name?
We'll call him Sunny Disposition.
Let's go.
All right, there you go.
I'm not seeing it though on my. I see it on stream, but I can't see it on my
Oh, weird.
Roll20.
Hold on 1 second. Do you
I
see
can
it down
see it in Roll20.
down here?
I do see it as well.
Like you don't have. Hold on. To give you access to it. Nameplate. You see it there? Huh.
Yeah, I'm seeing it on stream moving around, but I can't see it
That's
on.
so weird. Okay, hold
Yeah,
on.
Kevin might need to refresh. I think we had that problem in Unlikely
Oh.
Heroes with, remember sometimes like the
Yeah.
animated stuff wouldn't show up?
Oh, that's
Okay,
true.
yeah, let me try that.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna do. Anyway. That's all I can do. Just animate it, and then I'm done.
Perfect. Okie dokie. So that is. All right. So moving on to Kira.
I'm going to move, and then I'm gonna try and just do some pew pew.
Here, let me see. Yeah, he's,
Can I go there and shoot, or do I need to be one over?
to shoot in where are you? Oh, there you are. Yeah, you. I would say 1 over.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Then I attempt to shoot,
Okay.
and yeah. I missed, but no one can tell.
That's
Try
true.
again.
He knows. Pepperidge Farms remembers. But yeah, so
I Miss again. I did not mean to click it a third time.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so you take your 2 shots, and unfortunately, with everything going on and now an animated giant ball behind you, it threw you off just a little bit. You're also moving a little when you were running toward the door, so.
So she's going to just like tap the crossbow against her leg the way you do sometimes when a device isn't working.
Yeah.
And then like I have to recalibrate it. Min. And then Min is going to just take up a position in front of her.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming she can fit next to the door there as a cat.
Yeah.
Okay. And Min is going to ready to murder when possible.
Okay, so when something
Yeah.
becomes in her range. Okay, got it.
Yep. She's only got a 5-foot range, so she'll ready the murder mittens action.
Okay. Yep, sounds good.
Hey, it's stuck.
It did stick. And Aegis, I feel like you'd be able to see a little bit more with your stance as well. I want to make sure I'm being fair. Like that-ish. Just with where you're at. All right, so moving on. You actually will see nothing because you guys got a surprise round. There. Bonkin, you're up.
Okay, so I think Bonkin would just kind of, like, seeing the enemy there, he's gonna run in for now. 5, 10, 15, 20. It's kind of difficult to see the squares. 25.
I know, on the gray, I know.
Do I see anything else in there?
Yes, you do. Hold on one second.
I see a third pillar, guys. Don't worry, I got it.
Okay.
Oh, there's more than a third pillar.
Yeah. Okay, you're saying on the map itself? Oh, okay. See, oh yeah, color. Thank you. So yeah, there's another guy in there. Bonkin just revealed. Surprise!
I think he'll kind of run in and go, oh, shit, there's 2 of you. Well, and he's gonna go 5, 10, and be like there.
Okay.
And I am going to bonus action rage.
Okay, that's a good call. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I will go to the guy in front of me, go, right, I don't know if you're actually bad or not, but the situation's a bit, I think this is called for, and he's gonna punch him.
Okay.
Sorry
Bonkin
if you're
had
not.
some growth, huh?
This poor guy.
Oh boy.
So I like to put out, this also goes with my sneak attack thing, because it's been a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 2d6 as well.
That's on this dude?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 27 definitely hits.
Are you about to punch this guy out the back fucking wall of this cathedral?
This poor cleaning Githyanki is
I
having
rolled
a
so
horrible
well.
day.
That's so bad.
Well, he's still looking
So-
pretty bad.
So I like to point out these aren't like critified yet. So it's 8, 16 plus 4. So it's 8. So it's like 12 damage because it's 4 added like plus 4 plus
Yep.
another 4.
Yep.
And then I rolled a 6 and a 5. I don't know if that gets crit. If it is.
Yeah, the 6 and
The-
5 because
yeah,
their
'cause
dice
they're
roll
dice,
does
yeah.
get doubled, so it's
So, yeah.
22 plus 12.
So here's what happens. So Marcus rips the door open. Immediately, Tempest is like, "Oh hell no, there's somebody in there!" Pew pew. Bonkin barges in like the big guy that he is, and literally apologizes to this guy before punching him so hard that he hits the wall and crumples to the ground.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to hit you that hard. I hope you're okay. And he's gonna turn to the others, to the other one.
Yeah, this guy over
and
here.
then just stare at them menacingly because I don't have multi-attack.
Okay, got it. All right. Aegis, you're up.
So he's going to move up there. And he has no time for this. They are doing something they should not be in a Pelorian temple. So first thing we are going to do as an action is call down a sacred flame.
Alrighty.
That is a DC 15 Dex save. Accidentally clicked twice because something else came up on the computer that I was
No,
trying to
that's-
get rid of.
That's all good. Unfortunately, he actually rolled a nat 20 on his save, so he does manage to get out of the way, even with his focus a little bit on Bunk, and he saw you come in and moves over.
That's okay, because now we're going to go ahead and say, go fuck yourself, in the most soon way possible, and we are going to bring forth her favorite weapon with a spiritual weapon.
Lovely. All right.
Which, fun fact, I did not know this and actually had to look it up. Of course, the goddess of love, her favorite weapon is a, quote, silk sash that you would otherwise classify for weapon purposes as a whip.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh man. Okay. Whip. Let me see if I have any whips in my.
I was gonna say, I don't think
Yeah, I
the
was about to
spiritual
say.
weapon
No, it doesn't.
icon one doesn't have whip.
I'll make
There's
one,
a
hold on.
trident, I think. But a whip is pretty badass.
I'll make
Yeah,
one.
it's literally just a divine whip.
All right. As I'm making that, is there anything else that you would like to do?
Well, it gets to attack immediately.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Go
Yes,
ahead and
it
roll the
does.
attack. I'll get the icon.
Only an 11.
Yeah, unfortunately, the 11 misses. So, again, its attention has turned to you, especially with the holy magic that you are just like really showing that you're not pleased, and he's able to move out of the way. Anything else you'd like to do?
That'll be it.
All right, moving on to Marcus.
So as everybody moves, before Marcus even has a chance to fucking react to what he technically caused, he will out loud in common just go, "Oh shit! Best I can do is 900," and he's just gonna start running.
I love that.
Aegis, where is the spiritual weapon? Is it in the spot I'm standing in, or the one just okay? So
Yeah, it'd be just south.
Then I'm gonna stand here to create a barrier between this guy and the rest of you, in case he wants to get finicky. I'll go ahead and environmental action and pop all the remaining 3 blades open.
Okay.
And it's time to do some work. I'm just gonna start swinging on this guy like it's nobody's business, and I'm gonna smile at him too, like, "Bitch, I'm here. Get me. Come on."
All right.
That's how I do it. Oh, that was terrible. I also rolled an 11.
Yeah.
Okay. Attack number 2. Oh, that was not much better. 15. Actually, that was a little bit better.
It was better, but unfortunately, it did not hit.
Okay, and then I will use my bonus action to swing with the non-magical. Good God, man. Yeah, 15. Holy shit. I rolled not well.
Do you have Tempest Inspiration?
Yeah, but I
You
didn't
do.
call it, so I'm good. I didn't call it. Yeah, I'm alright.
Where do you guys want the whip? Sorry.
Right there. No, one north.
Yeah, just one up still.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I know exactly what that is. Thank you.
You're
That's
welcome.
fucking awesome.
That is straight from a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
I will go ahead and yeah, I'll end my turn there.
Alrighty. Okay, so we're going back to the top, and it is Tempest's turn. The surprise round is now over.
Oh god, that was only a surprise round.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys surprised the shit out of them.
This poor bastard. Yeah, I hope they're the bad guys. Okay, I will first bonus action allow my sunny disposition to saunter. Sauntering sunny disposition. Oh, that's hard to say.
He's sauntering sunny disposition.
30 is there. I think that's the limit of their movement. Yeah, 30 feet. I don't want to have it block the doorway for Kira. So that's a good place to end it.
Okay.
And then Tempest is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 into the room here. Sees he's pretty well surrounded. So I'm going to give Bonkin True Strike.
Okay.
So on your next attack, Bonkin, you'll have advantage.
Thank you.
And that's it.
Alrighty. Next we have Kira.
Well, we did some work.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Let me measure.
Sorry, actually, I'm sorry. True Strike. Actually, I target the person, and next attack against that person is advantage. So anybody gets the advantage on the first attack.
Hold on
Okay.
1 second. I think it is. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, it looks like it reads that it is your next attack. You gain insight, and on your next turn, you gain advantage on your first attack roll against
Yeah,
the
you gain
target.
advantage.
I'm good at reading things, guys.
We all do that. Don't worry. I was looking to see if it said the target is you or anything like that, but yeah, it does. It says your first attack. So on your next one.
My next attack.
Yep,
yeah.
your next turn, you gain advantage.
If he's still alive.
Right. Right.
Now that would work though for Eldritch Blast too, right?
True. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's an attack roll.
That's smart. That's a good cantrip.
I'm going to move up. I'm going to go up here, which is exactly 30. And I'm going to attempt to do some stabity stab.
Okay.
That's the technical superhero term.
It is. Yes. They taught you that at Alpha League, I believe.
Yes. I believe this is the Golden Commander's preferred stabity stab.
If it hits, it is. Yeah, that hits.
Wonderful. Now we're gonna try to replicate. I see why she likes this move.
Okay. And it is taking all whatever is taking all of the damage.
Wonderful. And then Min doesn't so much leap forward as she does, like, she slinks forward, weaves between Bonkin and Marcus. I had to zoom in a lot so I could turn Min. And then Min decides to try a casual murder mittens.
All right. The 15 does not hit, unfortunately.
Should have tried a little less casually. I apologize for the background sounds that I know just came through.
Yeah. Anything else, Kira?
Well, Alex says sorry. And
fine.
no, we're good.
All right, here we go. Oops. All right, so this one's definitely going to try to attack now. And I think that it is going to... I think he's going to go for Marcus.
That's right, bitch. Come on.
Disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
I can't hit you this time. I didn't hit him.
Yeah. And
If it does hit, just tell me whether or not it hits, and I'll make that determination where I want to go from there.
sounds good. With disadvantage, it does not hit you because I rolled a nat 1.
Okay.
I feel like Min, like, lunges and, like, grabs onto the arm and just, like, completely
Yeah, it tries to
fucks
bite it
with
off,
that.
yeah. And it, let's see, it will say something that neither one of you can understand, but you have heard the language before, and it is not polite. Okay, 1 second. Okay, Bonkin.
Well, you know what? I think I like Kira's example, and I'll go with the 1-2 smackaroo.
Okay.
Also an Alpha League special.
Exactly. We both trained with the Golden Command.
Oh, that'll do it. Yep, that hits. God.
He just got caught off guard. He's like, what? You guys were attacking?
There's two. Ah. Okay.
And then, all fancy rage stuff applies, though I don't think they're going to live long enough to use it, to be honest. That one doesn't hit.
No, it does not.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Aegis, you're next.
Yep, we're just gonna go for the same 1-2. So Sacred Flame, and then bonus action, the Spiritual will make an attack after.
All right. Thank you. Let's see. It's a 15. Yeah, sorry. He saved. I hate it so much because I know I hate that frustration. But yeah, the guy rolled a 20.
And a 12 is not gonna hit.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So the whip it's sort of like, since this is the first time that you've actually summoned it, it's sort of like trying to figure out how to exist on this plane, but it seems like on the next one maybe it's gonna be a little more ready. It's me giving you some good juju. Anything else?
That is it.
All right. Okay, Aegis, you wouldn't see this Tempest, you probably would. This door flies open.
Get some.
Ugh.
I can imagine this guy stepping out and being like, is that the fucking
What's the sun
from
over there?
diorama? What?
What?
When in the house of Palor, utilize thy son.
So it does, it is actually this person that just stepped out, which, Marcus, you can't see, so unfortunately, but Tempest, he has similar skin hue and hair and everything to Kira. He throws he throws a shadow spear. A couple of them, actually. The first one is actually going to go to this thing because he doesn't know what the hell is happening there. It is a 13 to hit, so it misses. Wait. Yeah, 13 to hit misses. I think I missed that.
16.
Yeah, it
That's
missed.
not-
And then the second one, honestly, I think the second one would go to that as well, just because he's like, what the hell's happening here? And oh my gosh, that is only a 13 again. So he misses both times. So he throws a shadow spear at this giant thing of light in the middle of the room. Or, well, I guess it's not really lit up, but this giant sun-looking thing in the middle of the room.
Oh, I was really excited if it actually was lit up. That'd be amazing.
Well, I mean, it is a little bit. It's magically imbued right now, but it's not like a shining sun. And he misses, unfortunately. And now he's just kind of looking around like, what the fuck is going on? And he's going to go there.
Damn.
Marcus,
I'm really
your
hoping
turn.
to hang out there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, so Marcus is going to be swinging on this guy, and since the Mind Flayer, I'm not trying to metagame here, but since the Mind Flayer told me that he thought the Githyanki were working with Streetmost, he's gonna, as he's swinging at this guy, he's gonna be like, "You're working for the fucking Streetmosts," and that is going to be a 22
That
with first
hits.
blade. That is going to be for 10 points of magical slashing, but I'm going to absolutely imbue that bitch with a psionic strike. So that is going to add an additional 8 points of force damage,
Okay.
making the total 18.
He is bloodied.
And he also needs to make a strength saving throw, DC 13, or I will have him be knocked prone.
Okay, he does get knocked prone.
Fuck yeah. Time for my second attack. That will be with the Radiant Blade. That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Fuck yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? Hang on. I have advantage. So let me
You
just
do,
make sure it's
yeah.
not a nat 20.
Yep.
Nope, not a nat 20. Okay, so it'll be 6 points of magical slashing, and then I will use my bonus action to swing at him one more time with the non-magical saber, and that's a nat 1, but I have advantage. Thank God for that. At 21
Again,
again.
holy shit. What's up with you guys and your
And
triples?
let's go ahead and give him another 8 points of normal slashing damage.
Okay, yes, so you hit him, and as his reaction, as your last hit hits him, you see him, Marcus, chomp. That was his reaction. He chomps.
I will end my turn with, he's going to fucking kill himself.
Okay, we are gonna move on to. Okay, so we're at 10:01. I know we're in the middle of combat. I knew it was gonna happen. Cat, I already know what I'm doing with you. It's okay. Because we're not gonna have Cat next week, guys, just so that we know. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop it here since we're at the top of the round and we're at 10:01 because this is good timing. But really good session again. My goodness.
This guy's about to get bowling pinned.
Oh my god, I cannot wait.
Oh, you better not let me get my hands on him.
All right. So yeah, thank you guys for another freaking stellar session as always. I love that weapon too, Aegis. That's awesome.
That's really cool.
That is very cool, yeah.
It was one of those things where I was just like, okay, let's get like super into the thematics and actually read spiritual weapon because it conjures forth a physical thing in some respect. And I'm looking like, oh, it's sometimes based off the deity's favored weapon. Okay, well, what would soon? Oh my goodness! Of course, it's a fucking whip.
I'm just trying to find somebody to raid, guys.
Got us a love, Lexi Kinky.
There's not really anybody streaming tonight. Sorry, we're looking for somebody just to raid. There's not really anyone streaming. I guess we could hit Chicky.
Don't worry,
Hopefully you
Marcus.
have fun next week.
Yeah, have fun. Travel safely. Cat, we will miss you.
Yeah, stay safe.
Thank you
It's gonna
guys for
be,
joining us. We're gonna go.
There's, I believe, 2 days in May that I'm
Thank you guys
out
so much for
for
hanging out.
because
It
of
was a really good
work
session.
trips and other. So it'll be
We'll see
fun, but
what
I will be very
we
sad
can
next
do.
week.
You're gonna have to ask.
So yeah, we'll see you guys on Tuesday. I'm gonna be starting a doll for.
I'll have
our
to
doll.
Hey.
tell all the stories.
Fairy doll.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're gonna start that with Crochet and Chill.
What
And
am I
hey,
working?
Be back on Friday.
at least
What?
like before you left, you got some really good consistent hits in. That's crazy.
We'll see you guys.
Even
Thanks for hanging
even
out.
more important, I hacked a security app. I'm
You
so
did.
fucking
Yeah.
proud of
Hack the
that.
cloud.
That's
pretty
cool as
badass.
hell.
Like yeah, we're gonna have to talk Candace to figure out what it's gonna take